At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We will get to know you so that we can give you the personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, proud sponsors of Wildcat basketball. Located on Elmore Street, right next to Save-A-Lot, or just give them a call at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Call the Tree Guys today for all your tree cutting and trimming needs. They offer tree removal at the customer's request. They give senior discounts. They even have 24-hour service available. And they do jobs for insurance claims. They are fully licensed and insured with over 10 years experience. Just give the Tree Guys a call today. 931-267-6191. 931-267-6191.
Okay, folks, welcome in here to the Troy Foust Memorial Gymnasium here in Monterey, Tennessee. We're getting ready for this Region 3A Sectional Substate game between Fayetteville Tigers and the Monterey Wildcats. We're starting to getting recorded. We've got several visitors by the broadcast booth up here, broadcasting out of the First Volunteer Bank broadcast booth, and this is Monterey Foods pregame show. We got a brother David Klaus here with us, visiting up here. Barry Henry's here with us. My name's Rick McNeil. We got a very special guest tonight, folks. Mr. Michael Cody, that played on the 2017-2018 team that went to the semifinals of the state. Welcome in here, Michael.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We're glad to have you here. We're going to bring you a pregame show tonight, hopefully, and we're going to find out a lot about Michael that we didn't know before. And we'll just get right into that, Michael. We got about 30 minutes, a little over before the ball game starts. We had a few technical difficulties getting started, but I believe we got everything worked out now. So I tell you what, Michael, tell us a little bit about Michael Cody. You're from Cookeville, Tennessee?
Yes, sir. I'm from Cookeville. I played at Monterey for 2 years, my junior and senior year, 2016, 2017, and 2017, 2018. And that's when we made our run to the state tournament. And currently I go to school at Bryan College down in Dayton, Tennessee. I play basketball there. I'm a sophomore. I'm about to finish up my sophomore year and head into junior year and head into the home stretch of college.
Awesome. I checked out the website and stuff. You're lighting it up pretty good up there for them guys.
I appreciate that. I'm doing my best. It's a big adjustment going from high school to college basketball, but it's something that everybody's got to get used to, and everybody's got to continue to develop, and you reach heights that you never knew that you could get to.
Yeah. Now, do you up there for Bryan College? Do you play center?
Most of the time, yes, sir. Center and stretch four, so I play a little bit of power forward, but mainly I play the five. In the NAIA, it's a little bit different than most levels of college basketball, where it's a little bit more undersized, so you generally don't see a lot of really tall bigs. Like, you'll see a couple 7-footers in our conference, but for the most part, you'll see the tallest guys are 6'8" and 6'9". So
like
yes, sir. I'm up at the top of the height level for guys in the NAIA.
Okay, good deal. Well, tell us, how did you get started in basketball back when you were a little guy?
Well, I had 4 older siblings, and growing up with them, we were always competitive. We were always outside playing whatever sport we could get our hands on. Basketball was just one of those things. Football was another. And so I always grew up having a competitive edge, trying to always beat out my brothers playing basketball, and had to fight for my own spot. And then when I got towards middle school, my parents told me that, with having 5 kids, you had to pick one sport. You couldn't keep going with both because we just didn't really have the funds for that, and we didn't have the time to be running us around town. So I decided that, in 7th grade that I was already getting pretty tall, and basketball was probably going to be the route for me instead of football. And then from there, I just began to continue to play and develop.
Awesome. Well, I know you had a good career here, and you said that you were here, 2 years?
Yes,
so
sir.
You were here 16, 17, 18?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And you scored how many points?
I'm not sure the total. I think it's somewhere in the 900s.
945. I already looked it up there, brother.
Yes, sir.
That is awesome.
Well,
awesome feat. That. I mean, how many points a game did you have?
I know my senior year I averaged somewhere between 16 and 17. We were a running gun team. We loved to score the ball, so there were a lot of people that could really score the ball, and certainly none of that would have been possible without my teammates. Guys who are still on the team today, like Peyton West, guys like Jackson Billings, who got a significant amount of minutes when I was a senior and they were sophomores. Without those guys, it wouldn't be possible to do it, and you had a lot of guys. I know there are some alumni that are from my team that are here today, Ty West, Dalton Coleman. Those guys did their fair share of scoring, and we were really able to share the load, and that's, I think, what projected us all the way to state.
Okay, now did you play anything like upward basketball or anything back when you was little?
So, funny story about that. I grew up in Salina, Tennessee, and as a lot of people around here know about Tyreek Key, we used to play
very much so
upward basketball together, it wasn't, I don't know if it was called upward specifically, but it was a little league basketball back when we were 7 and 8 years old.
Right.
And there were only 2 teams because Salina's a very small place, but there were 2 teams, and it was always me versus Tyreek and our team. So back to those days, I played a little bit. I didn't really play a lot until I got to middle school, and then in middle school I decided that I found my passion for it, and I decided to continue to try to be the best player that I could, and I kept that competitive edge going.
Well, I tell you what, being from Salina, I mean that's a I know it's a small town, but that's a basketball factory down there.
I guess so.
I'm telling you what, every year they're in good. I mean, like this year they've been number 2 in the state all year.
Yes, sir. They're a really well coached group. I think it has a lot to do with Coach Edwards and the culture he builds down there. He's a fantastic coach. He really knows how to motivate his players and how to keep a tight ship. And he just does a great job up there. He gets guys that are good, high-quality kids, homegrown kids that, they're athletic, they play hard, and that's really what you need to win in basketball. I mean, skill is obviously the paramount attribute that you need to have, but when it comes down to grit and, just hustle, it's going to get you a long way.
Yeah, sure it is. Coach Edwards has been up there, 20 years head coach for, I think this year is his 20th year.
Yes, sir, and it keeps getting better every year.
Yeah. We done had our fill of them this year, that's for sure. Of course, we got the best of them this year. We got 2 out of 3. So.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell us about your Coach West was your coach?
Yes, sir. Coach West was my coach throughout the 2 years when I was here. I got a lot of love and respect for Coach West. He's one of my close friends now that I'm through college. He's still a mentor of mine. I call him after games. I talk to him even after my college games. At Bryan, I still talk to him a lot, and I look for his guidance. He's a very wise guy. He's a great coach, a great communicator, great leader. He knows how to develop a team, and I don't think that he'd have any issue leading a team, whether they had the talent they do on this team or if there was a less talented team out there. I don't think he'd have any trouble developing them and turning them into a solid group of guys, because he knows how to motivate players, and he knows how to do the similar things that I was talking about with Coach Edwards. He keeps a tight ship. He keeps people responsible for their actions. And so no matter what guys he gets in, year out, he's going to be competitive because of the coaching style that he has.
Folks, Adam was up here about 10 minutes ago and slipped Michael a 20 to say all that stuff. No, he didn't. That's awesome to hear somebody that's been through the ranks with Adam and got completely out of school and talk about him like you have.
Well, the same thing goes for Coach Slagle and Jared, because those guys are the same way. the coaching staff is just an entire group of guys that are just really great guys. They really know how to teach. They know how to learn, and that's the biggest thing in coaching that I see. Some coaches get to that level, and they've been coaching for 20-odd years, and they think they have nothing more to learn. But you can tell that Coach West and Coach Slagle all have a love for the game, and they continue to learn and continue to prosper, and they help take those same things that they've learned and project those onto their players.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a good deal. Like I said, it's good that you're out of school and we can see another perspective, because we have the players up here. They ain't got no other choice to talk good about Coach.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, it's awesome. Have we got Brother Neil in? Can you hear us?
I sure can. Can you hear me down there?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We got you dialed in. And we're just talking to Michael about his history as far as when he started. He actually had a little bit of experience in Salina, Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I grew up there from ages 5 to 10, so I grew up playing a little bit of basketball up there and football. And I used to play with Tyreek Key back in the day.
Okay.
We were playing Little League. And then we eventually moved to Cookeville, and then I guess the rest of that is history.
Yeah, Tyreek, he could play now. If you're playing with him, you had to be good.
Well, back when you're 6 or 7 years old, there's only so good you can be.
That's true.
But yeah, Tyreek's an excellent player. I got a lot of respect for him, watching how he's developed and continue to progress in college at Indiana State. He's doing a great job. I was watching his game the other night. Their season came to a kind of an unfortunate end, but he's definitely a talented player, and he's gonna live in legend in this area.
Definitely so. The high school years are what I really knew of him, and he's a phenomenal player.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
We were talking about him down at the Salina game the other night during times when we could. And also, Neil, I don't know if you knew it or not, Michael was here for 2 years only and scored 945 points.
Only 945?
Only 2 years.
Oh, only 2 years.
Yeah,
okay.
only 2 years.
Right.
He smoked it with 945 points in 2 years.
And that sounds exactly what that is. Smoking hot on the floor is what that is.
Well, I appreciate that. That's all credits to my teammates and everybody that helped us get to the tournament. I think the big difference between the 2016-2017 and 2017-2018 year, the difference of how we went to state my senior year versus my junior year, is just the development of us as a team. There was a lot of chemistry that was built. We didn't really gain anybody in that second year. In my senior year, we didn't really gain a lot of talent. We actually lost a couple seniors that had a formidable amount of playing time, but we really just grew together as a team. A lot of guys matured, a lot of guys continued to get better, and we progressed as a team so much that that's really what propelled us to the success that we found, was just because of how much we developed as a team and because our teammates took such responsibility and ownership of the things that we were doing on the floor.
Michael, that is so true. Once a team gels and comes together, they can make it hard on somebody else to play against them.
Absolutely.
You have that trust with guys that you've played with for a little while, and it's a big deal for people that don't play a lot. Sometimes it's hard for them to understand that concept of how quick or how hard it is sometimes in some cases, but how quick you can gel and turn right around and be a phenomenal, formidable opponent for anybody.
Absolutely. And I think one thing that a lot of people underestimate is, how each member of the bench is also involved in that. We've had some, even in college, you find a lot of people who are somewhat selfish when it comes to playing time. Everybody wants to complain about not playing and not really getting the minutes they want. But when it comes down to it, every single guy on the bench, from the top to the bottom, needs to be responsible for growing together as a team and for helping the players to develop. So that's just something that's really underestimated in all levels of basketball. I think that the support from the bench, not only when they're on the floor, but when they're in timeouts, when they're in practice, those types of things are so unbelievably overlooked, and they're so important to the way the team succeeds. That's something that just gets overlooked so much.
Tell us a little bit about the 17-18 season. Who were some of the teams that you played that really stuck out?
As always, playing teams like Van Buren with Caden Mills, who's now at Tennessee Tech. He plays up there. That team was a tough one to match up against. We always had a big rivalry with them because we felt like we matched up with them pretty well. And they continued to play well. They beat us both times when we played them senior year, and it's something that kind of like gets at me because when you had 6 losses on the season and 2 of them were to the same team, it kind of sticks out to you a little bit. But they were an incredibly talented team with Bo Walker and Caden Mills and those guys.
Is that team that shot so many threes?
Yes, sir. Well, they knew how to light it up. They had a lot of variation in their scoring. And Caden Mills, obviously, going to play at a Division I school now at Tennessee Tech and getting some minutes is very impressive. What he was able to do. That team really stuck out to me. Clay County, like we were talking about earlier, they're always well coached. They're always skilled.
Yeah.
Guys like Landon Woodcock, my senior year, who really lit up the tournament. Pickett County with Dawson Abbott, he won the Player of the Year for our district, and he was a guy that averaged 30 plus a game and was pretty much unstoppable. So those teams kind of stuck out to me. Every team, you really had to focus on. You really had to take care of business day in and day out. But those were the teams that really stuck out to me that were in my memory.
Barry, you got anything you want to talk to Michael about?
Well, no, he's answering a lot of questions. He's a good talker up here. We like this.
He said you're filling in a lot of the stuff that you was thinking about asking him that he doesn't come up with. The Eagles probably got a lot more than I have.
Okay, well I didn't know. I've been hogging him over here. So.
I think it's good. You just keep going, Rick.
You guys got some more. I'm communicating with our guys in Salina that's playing down in Eagleville.
Yes,
and they're saying that they've got a good crowd down there too. So we're going to get to communicate with the score, and I'm going to get it down to David, and he's going to announce it over the PA system and keep the crowd, the folks, updated as far as the Salina and Eagleville score.
Gotcha. Well, that'll be good. I want to hear that one. That's going to be tough. I was talking. I have a friend that coaches for Fayetteville here, and he was telling me that Eagleville has a kid that scores 25, 28 points a game consistently all year long, and if you slow him down, you usually can beat him.
What number was it?
I'm not sure. He didn't tell me, but it could have been.
Yeah. He can light it up from three.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
He's another Peyton,
Yeah, and they've been scouting each other, these two teams that are playing tonight here. He was telling me that they already know Peyton. Yeah. They know what Peyton can do. They've watched him a lot, so they're worried about the big guys. They're worried about Silas Randolph. They're worried about Borjas coming in. Braden Hogue, he gets in the game, or we've got a couple of role players that come in that really help us out. That bench.
Noah Sailors.
Noah Sailors, they know their numbers. So
number 25,
They're going to be watching them. It'll be real interesting here tonight to see what happens.
I think Monterey has a definite size advantage. I think the tallest one they had was like 6'2". They have one guy on there 8 foot, 355 pounds.
Eli Dotson, number 13. He's a big boy, but he's not 8 foot. I don't know.
I'm sorry about Phil. He was one of the shorter guys, I believe. I don't know how that typo got in there and they left it on Max Prep.
Right.
I think Tucker's got a chance to be a hero tonight. Tucker Phillips.
Tucker Phillips, the road runner. You're going to watch him get up and down the court. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Michael, you listen to our broadcasts and stuff. What do you think about our names?
I think they're definitely pretty interesting. Usually I've not been a big nickname guy. I just kind of stick to using people's names because I grew up, or at least my junior and senior year, I played with a lot of these guys. And so I just know them by their first names. I know guys like Tucker and Peyton just by, getting used to calling them by their first name. So I don't think the nicknames really stick for me, but, if you guys enjoy it, if you guys...
it's been a fun addition this year. Throw some names out.
And I've asked the guys about it because I didn't want them, embarrass them on kind of stuff like that. So most of them have especially, and let me tell you a story. I'm gonna go to a break, then we'll be back after work from the sponsors. But before that, we talked to
Caden Jones was one we had up here interviewed, and he really liked him.
But I was talking to Kevin Borjas because he's Red Baron, and I forgot that was so young they didn't know who the Red Baron was. So this don't come in on the recording. See hear that clip in the background? I ain't found out what's going on with it. But anyway, he said I had to Google the Red Baron.
Yeah.
And pull it up. Folks, if you hear that crowd in the background, the Wildcats have just took the floor for warm-ups, and this place is erupted like a volcano. We don't even have the crowd mic on, and it's coming through. Yep. Yeah, it's not working. Listen, folks, we're going to go to a break right quick. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. Y'all hang in here with us.
First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We will get to know you so that we can give you the personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, proud sponsors of Wildcat basketball. Located on Elmore Street, right next to Sable-Lot, or just give them a call at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Call the Tree Guys today for all your tree cutting and trimming needs. They offer tree removal at the customer's request. They give senior discounts. They even have 24-hour service available. And they do jobs for insurance claims. They are fully licensed and insured with over 10 years experience. Just give the Tree Guys a call today. 931-267-6191. 931-267-6191.
Okay, folks, welcome back here to the Troy Faust Memorial Gymnasium, right in the middle of Monterey, Tennessee. We're set to bring you the old Substate. The new name is Sectional of Region 3 Single A, between the Fayetteville Tigers and our own Monterey Wildcats. Wildcats dressed out in their white, trimmed in purple. Looks like the Fayetteville Tigers are black and like an orange, burnt orange, sort of like Clemson color. I believe their nickname is Tigers. And looks like we're going to have a full house tonight, guys.
It looks like it. It looks pretty comparable to my senior year there in the Substate game. It looks like a lot more of their fans traveled than Lead Academies did when we faced up against them. But it's impressive the fans from Fayetteville that have traveled. You know, when Fayetteville came out, we saw a lot of red and orange pom-poms waving, and it's impressive to see how many of them made it out.
Yeah, both teams, when they come out, both sides erupted. Well, folks, I'm going to introduce, in case you missed the first part of our pregame show, I'm going to introduce everybody that's here. Starting way down on the other end of the table, it's Mr. Neil Markham.
Hello, thank you, Rick.
And then next to him is Barry Henry.
It's not Bernie.
No, at least it ain't Bernie.
Don't feel the burn.
And then we got a very special guest that's going to be with us throughout the ball game tonight. He and Neil Markham is going to bring you the play-by-play in color. His name is Mr. Michael Cody. Played a couple of years here for the Wildcats. Now plays for the Brian. I'll get right here in a minute. Brian College. He is their number 5 guy in the paint. So
yes, sir.
We're going to have some expert analysts tonight, and hopefully bring you a good show here with this sectional game. If our Wildcats win, the way I understand it, there's a draw, and then we get the luck of the draw for whoever we pick. And there's some good teams left in there with those 8 people.
Yes, sir.
8 teams.
That is true. We still have Clay County rumbling around out here. Eagleville seems to be pretty solid. The team out of Memphis this year looked pretty good. So Booker T. Washington.
There's actually 2 of them down there. It's Memphis Academy of the Health and Sciences.
School of Jackson, some down there. Jackson.
Yeah, that Madison Academy, I believe, is what it is.
Okay.
I tell you what, guys, let's start down there with Neil. Talk a little bit about this game tonight. Neil, you've got some insight with maybe know one of the coaches?
Well, I do know one of the coaches for Fayetteville. He's an ex-college player. He's back teaching school there at Fayetteville High School. an excellent player, but this team's going to be well coached. They're very athletic. They can get up and down the court really quick. You're probably not going to see too many teams that can jump as high as these guys. I was looking in here earlier. It's like 7 blocks a game they have. They've got a lot of steals a game. They've got some kids that can shoot on the outside really well. I think we need to be watching out for number 23, Tyler. I said it's Wolliver, W-O-L-A-V-E-R.
Wolliver, I believe.
And number 3, Jasius Clark. Man, this kid can really light it up. They're some of the bigger, taller kids on the team, but they can play, and they play on the outside a lot, which is kind of unique. You don't see a lot of big guys in this area playing on the outside. So they're going to want to run, and I just think we need to slow it down a little bit, shoot the ball. We got to play excellent defense like we talked about last week when we played Clay County. So if the defensive game's not there, we're going to sure know it real quick.
I think it'll be really important for guys like Peyton West to control the tempo of the game, to make sure they slow down and play at Monterey's pace, because it's easy to start getting into a faster set of play, which Monterey can obviously do. But when you start moving into other teams' play speed, you get yourself out of your game. You start making turnovers. You start making mistakes that you're not normally accustomed to making. So if Monterey can keep themselves in the correct pace of the game and can force Fayetteville to play to their style, then they'll be in good shape.
I believe you're right, Michael. They've been well scouted, I can tell you that. The coach that I know says, yeah, we know who's your players. We know, and he called him by name, Peyton, so he's not going to be shy of knowing who they are. They know who Borjas is. They know who Silas Randolph is. They've already scouted us very well.
Yes, sir.
They've watched a lot of film. They know what we do well. He even talked. He said, man, you guys can shoot. You guys can get up the floor and shoot. And I'm like, yes, well, we're kind of known for that this year, so that's a good thing.
Our strong point is fast tempo game. I mean, we're not very good right there at slowing our pace down to the other man. We tried that, Red Bull, and I noticed we did that once against them. You know, we just don't play good when we slow the tempo way down. We're running gun all the way. I mean, this team is.
Well, I don't think it's a surprise that the teams that are here are doing their scouting, because it doesn't start, the tournament doesn't start and then coaches start doing their scouting. The teams that are good have good coaches that are going to scout, who are going to know who their opponents are, and who are going to lock down and make sure they're prepared for every game. And so it's no surprise that the coaches that are doing the most scouting of the opposing teams are the ones that are in this game right now, that are fighting for their contention in the state tournament.
You're exactly right. As many coaching years as I've had, I just know that if I don't know who I'm playing, I'm in big trouble.
Absolutely.
And I know that Coach West is excellent at that. He's checked a lot of game film. Today, earlier, I had somebody ask me, what's going to be the keys? What's going to happen? And I said, well, I don't know exactly, but I have a good idea from just watching the film I get to watch. So
yes, sir.
It's going to be a very interesting game, I believe. I think we're going to get a lot of pressure defense from Fayetteville, but I believe that tear them down at the end.
If they come out smoking like they did against Salina, I mean, they hit 2 threes right off the bat, and that put them up behind the 8 ball to start with.
Right.
If they can come out hot like that and score
that kind of set the tempo to the game, I thought, didn't you?
Yeah, and it kept Salina chasing them all night long. So.
Well, leading every quarter is a big deal. You know, you don't want to fall behind by 10 or 12 and try to have to struggle back in a quarter to make that up. So
no, you can't do that for sure.
And I think if you have a Salina-type ball game for us, Monterey playing Salina the other night, if we have that type of game tonight, I think we'll easily be able to take care of business.
I think so, too.
It's very important for Monterey to stay out of foul trouble and to make sure they try to initiate contact on the offensive side of the ball, because you can't have guys like Peyton getting into trouble early, because you're going to find yourself in in a place that you don't want to be in. You're going to start digging yourself a hole. So making sure those guys stay out of foul trouble while still being aggressive, and on the offensive side of the ball, creating isolation matchups with Peyton against any player. I would take Peyton West against most players one-on-one in this conference, especially in single A. So if they can get isolation matchups, Peyton's great at drawing contact, drawing fouls. If they can get that, if they can spread the floor a little bit and give him some room to work, then I think they'll be in for a good night.
Yeah, Coach Hopkins down here was telling me earlier, he said, we'll have our best defender on Peyton tonight. Yeah. They're going to put their best one on him and try to shut him down. So
he's used to that.
They put a young man on him the other night down there, and he schooled him pretty good, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, several times.
Well, they would clear out and let Peyton just have it in the box down there. It was hard for him to stop him. It was enjoyable to watch that.
Yeah, he gave him some lessons.
it was good. Slime's got some good athletes too. So, guys, I believe we're going to have a awesome game here tonight for sure. I did some research on both teams. Of course, we know about the Wildcats, but Fayetteville was 25-5 on the season, and they're 4-1 in tournament play. They got beat one game by Eagleville in the district, and they come back like Monterey did and won. No, they actually got beat in the finals of the region. So that's the reason they're up here.
That's why they're here.
And they're averaging 56 points a game, where Monterey's 68. You know, and then they're allowing 48 points a game as the defense. So, and the highest team
that's a 48 points. I think is what they score when they lose. Is what it was. Is what I kind of calculated out.
That's what it holds true.
Oh yeah. So if you can hold them down low and you score a little bit, I think you'll end up taking the advantage here.
The highest ranked team that they played all year long was Eagleville, which is ranked number 6. Monterey, of course, beat Salina twice.
Right.
Number 2.
Right.
So I'm just kind of looking at the different. Now Monterey's got a strength of schedule a whole lot higher. It's like 26. It's 10 points higher than Fayetteville. So Monterey's played a lot stronger team.
You know, we have some advantages that I don't think people realize. You know, they went to Pigeon Forge and played in the tournament. They played the number 2 private school team in Ohio.
Oh, the old house.
And beat them.
Country Day.
Yes. Beat them pretty handily. They turned right around and beat the number 1 team, single A team out of Alabama, Sand Mountain.
He was scoring over 100 points a game.
Yes, sir, they were. 100 points a game is what they were putting on their opponents.
The first team they beat was Knox Central.
Right. So I think that little bit of what we have as far as our background here for this team, if we just don't panic, I think we're going to be all right here.
I tell you what, guys, when we get started, I'm going to try to get down there. I'm trying to get a hold of David so we can have those scores between the Salina game and stuff. And I tried to text him. He didn't text me back. I think he's pretty busy down there, so we need to get his attention some way if we can. I'm on the line with my guy with Salina broadcasting buddies down there. So if we could get his attention, we got about 2 minutes 41 seconds before the game starts. I think that'd be awesome if we could have the score over the PA system here. They're going to do the same thing down there in Eagleville, you know, with our score. So
I'm not going to be shocked if I hear that Monterey has to play Clay County again for some strange reason. I have that feeling.
I was thinking that same thing. Me and West had a little conversation about that when he came up here before we started broadcasting.
Yes.
And, you know, and he's sitting there kind of commenting like maybe, I think he thought the same thing too, maybe. Whoa.
I'm trying to get his attention down there, and he's not looking up this way.
He's looking now. There we go. We got his attention. I think we can maybe get him a message.
Folks, you can just feel the electricity in this air up here. The color guard's getting ready to come on the floor with their national anthem. A minute and 35 seconds to go before the game. And again, folks, we got our special guest, Michael Cody here. We have Barry Henry, Neil Markham, and my name's Rick McNeil. And like I said, I'm going to back out, guys, and let you have the game. I'm going to take care of our electronics over here and whatnot. So I'll chime in every once in a while. But y'all go for it.
Take off and run with it.
Yes, sir.
I have a feeling Michael's going to keep up with me real easy tonight.
We can hope so.
I just feel Michael chomping at the bits over here, wanting to get this game started.
I'm excited. Looking at you know, the alma mater where I played at in high school, and looking at how much they've developed, coming to the culmination of their season, how much work they put in, and how much they've developed. And I've been really impressed with the guys that I've seen from my senior year to now, which has been 2 years, and how much they've just continued to grow as a team and as individuals. And so I'm looking forward to what the conclusion of the game will show.
Folks,
we're about 30 seconds from playing the national anthem, guys. That's coming out the color guards on the court. After that, they're going to do some announcements, and we're going to be ready to go.
I'm going to turn the house mic up, and we're going to turn ours down, okay?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Foust Memorial Gymnasium for tonight's sectional game between the Region 4A runner-up Fayetteville Tigers and your Region 3A champion, Monterey Wildcats. If you would, please stand. And gentlemen, remove your caps. Before we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem, we would like for everyone to observe a moment of silence for those affected by the storms of this past week. So if you would. Thank you.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud did reveal at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pale
Okay, guys, you got me in there? Whoops, sorry about that. Color guard's fixing to exit the floor. And folks, we got a standing room only crowd in the Troy Faust Memorial Gymnasium tonight, don't we, Michael? Color guard's leaving the floor. Our guys don't have our headsets back on yet, so we're getting ready for this ball game to start. Getting ready for the starting lineup. We'll try to get it as much as we can on our house speed mic. If not, we'll pick you up.
We would like to announce that at halftime, our cheerleaders will be taking up the collection, and the money proceeds will go to the Putnam County Soccer League Fund. All right, folks, at this time, let's meet the starters for the high scale. First, for the Division Tigers.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good deal. I'm going to back out and let y'all have it.
Number 5, Marquise Smith.
Well, gentlemen, here's what we waited for all day.
Yep.
We're getting them on the floor. Looks like Borjas is going to be jumping as normal.
Number two was the sixth man in most of those games.
I think they're hiding the three-point shooter on the bench over there right now.
That's fine. I hope they keep him over there the rest of the game.
They're going to see what they can get defensively out of somebody right here. 13 has not played a lot of the ball games for them this year. He's been in some.
Well, number two hadn't either. Guys, I'm sorry about the sound. It don't come through on the recording, but it don't sound good in our headphones. Everybody hear good?
Now I can hear great down here on my end.
Good deal.
Well, like I said, I think we can expect these guys to be really athletic, according to their blocks game and just steals and that kind of stuff. They're going to put a lot of pressure on us, but I believe we can handle it. Here we go, gentlemen. Oh, that was pretty much a tie. Fayetteville gets the ball. Clark comes across half court. Moving the ball on the outside here. Let's see what happens. They're going 4 out with 1 low here. They're going to try to run the ball around a little bit on the outside. They're going to wait and play real easy, see what happens. They seem a little confused out there. Michael, what do you think?
Well, they really don't know what they're looking at right here.
Yeah.
Monterey dropped into a 2-3. Looks like a little bit of a matchup zone. It's given some issues for Fayetteville.
Right. Here's Clark dribbling the ball on the outside for Fayetteville. He passes off to Hill. They give it to Walliver. Back to Hill. They're going to try to shoot some threes tonight, guys. I can guarantee you. Back doors. That's a walk right there. They didn't call it. Missed ball. Monterey rebounds.
Kevin Borjas.
Peyton West has the ball. Let's see what they do. They're going to try to match up one-on-one here with them. They're playing a man defense against Monterey. Here's Peyton with the ball. He jumps. Gives it off to Borjas. Fayetteville knocks it out of bounds. They try to get it back there to Billings. Sitting on that three-point line. We like him out there that way.
Monterey's ball behind the goal.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. They're getting the ball out to Silas Randolph, the top of the key. Caden Jones comes around and gets it. Back to Billings, back to Silas Randolph. He's going to try to dribble in, and they steal it from him. They pick his pocket from behind, and here they come racing down the court.
Looks like they've watched some film, guys.
Borjas bumped him a little bit, knocked him to the ground. That's going to be a foul on Borjas, the first one of the game.
Monterey really has to limit those possessions where they give up turnovers in the open court like that. They're going to be in trouble if they give the ball up and give free transition buckets to Fayetteville.
That is true.
They watched some film, and they know that Randolph likes to back in and do that twist. And when he did, number 3 picked his pocket.
He stole his ball right out of his hands.
That's Clark.
Yeah, that's game film watching. That's a block. That's a block by Peyton West right there. Peyton gets up, knocks it out of the air. Number 2 for Fayetteville knocks it out of bounds. It's Monterey's ball going the opposite way. Score 0-0 still. 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Peyton taking it across the timeline.
Borjas gets it. Caden Jones shoots a 3. Boom. Oh, he misses. That was so close. Borjas with a... They're putting the body on Peyton down low. I don't know if you noticed that. Knocked him to the ground. Here comes Randolph with the ball in the middle. He shoots and misses. It's a big... Here comes Peyton again, and that's a foul.
Those are the kind of possessions that Monterey needs to
Looks like 23 Walliver for Fayetteville. Putting Peyton on the line. Here comes Magic. He's going to try for his first one tonight. There we go. First points of the game.
That's a good sign.
getting Peyton West to the free throw line is going to be a big part of this game for the Wildcats.
Especially if he can hit.
You're exactly right.
They hit their foul shot.
Get him in some foul trouble early on. Oh, he misses the second one. Fayetteville rebounds. Walliver, one of their big boys here, he plays a lot for him. He's coming out. He fakes a three-pointer and drops it back out to Jacius Clark, who's dribbling on the outside. They're trying to figure out where they can rotate the ball around. They're looking to shoot outside.
That's all.
It's a missed shot. Borjas with the rebound. Oh, no, it's out of bounds on Walliver. Oh.
Called it on Borjas, didn't they?
Yes, they called that one on Borjas.
Should have kicked it with his foot.
See what kind of inbounds play they got. They're probably going to look for a three-point shot out here somewhere. Here comes 5 to the outside. He's wanting to shoot. Look at that. Caden Jones in there. Oh, look at that. In and out for Fayetteville. They've missed. Here's the ball down low again. Oh, no, he cannot come in out of bounds and grab the ball. 13 was out of bounds for Fayetteville. He comes back on the court, grabs the basketball.
Monterey's ball behind the goal.
Here comes Braden Hockett for Fayetteville.
That's the three-point shooter right there.
He is the three-point guy for them. He shoots a lot.
Here's
Borjas on the back door. And here comes Jackson Billings playing good defense. Number 1 is their shooter. I've noticed that. Oh, there's a foul again. And Walliver is playing hard for them. Oh, he misses all of it. He gets blocked. Monterey's got the ball across half court.
They're letting
Peyton
him play.
West, yeah, they're letting him play right now. Borjas has the ball down low. He's looking. He goes up to shoot, and 2 points. It's 5-0. Monterey's leading. 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the ball game. Of the first quarter, excuse me.
Monterey looked a little shaken in the beginning, but they're beginning to wake up.
Yeah, they're waking up. Oh, that's a foul. That's a charge. Charge on Jacius Clark, number 3 for Fayetteville. Peyton West beat him to the spot. That's what we like to see. They're moving their feet, guys.
Fayetteville struggling. They're getting penetration from the top, but at the short corners where they're getting penetration with passes, they're not capitalizing on it. They're not going to the rim at all.
So right, Michael. And it's like they're almost afraid to shoot outside at the moment. Puts Fayetteville on the line. Number 1, Braden Hockett shooting the ball. And they back all of their guys off the blocks here. They don't want to try to rebound.
Good effort play by Caden. You just got to get in better position if you're going to want to get that charge.
Oh, yeah. He was a little low. He was down close to the rim, it looked like, once I looked. They make both their free throws. It's a 5-2 game. 3:56 left. Monterey's got the ball. Peyton West across half court. They're going to get a lot of pressure on Peyton tonight. There's Caden Jones shooting right there. 2 points for Caden Jones. Jacius Clark with the ball for Fayetteville. He's looking.
Caden gets those 2 points right back. Them 2 foul shots.
Three-pointer.
Number 5.
Queese Nance hits a three-pointer for Fayetteville. Here's Peyton driving. He's getting low. He's disconnected. Look at this. Oh.
That's a good look for Jones.
Yeah, that is a good look. That's a tough shot. Looked like it was in and out a little bit.
You're going to have to get on the boards, though.
Yeah, that is true. Those high bounces off the backboard, though, that's hard to watch sometimes. That's a missed three-pointer by Fayetteville. It's Monterey's ball. The score is 7-5.
Both teams are showing a little bit of elements of them being shaken by the crowd here. Both of them are showing in different ways, but you can definitely see it's present.
Got substitutes coming in.
For the Sailors, Tucker Phillips, Cody Allen.
Monterey controls the ball off of the half court. Setting up high screens for Peyton to roll off of. He's got 2 on him. He's got to get back out. They're keeping a lot of people on him right now. They're going to pay particular attention to Peyton. He's asking for a screen up high. He's at half court screening. He shoots a 3. We missed the rebound. Jacius Clark running down the floor with it. Looks like we're running.
Still in that 2-3.
Yeah, it's a 2-3, but it turned into a 3-2 just a minute ago. They kind of came out and picked up the outside.
It's Coach West Patton, matchup zone.
That's right. There's Borjas with a rebound after 23. Walliver misses a shot. They're looking at Noah Saylor's getting low. He goes up and, in and out.
Right out.
And they've got a rebound. Number 1 shoots a 3 for Fayetteville and sinks it.
Told you.
8-7.
There's your three-point shooter right there.
That's a far out 3 for that kid to shoot.
Yeah.
He scored 5 of the 8 points.
And they're off to the races.
Tucker Phillips.
What a play.
Tucker saved them from scoring right there.
Peyton head back down the court.
Cody Allen with the ball. He dribbles in, hands it back to Peyton. Peyton's at the top of the key, taking 2 guys on him. He's taking 1 now. He drives in, gets the ball stripped.
They're quick. They are quick.
They go in for a layup. It's 10-7. Monterey is behind by 3 at the moment. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. A lot of excitement here.
Both teams are really tight right now, too.
They need to get a bucket before the quarter's end.
Fayetteville brought their crowd tonight. They're being loud. We're holding the ball at half court, letting the time run down. We're going to get a 5-second call. We've got to penetrate a little bit. We can come back out. Nine seconds left to shoot. Peyton goes in. Cody Allen for 3. And he misses.
Blocked.
That's all right. Partially blocked by number 3, Jasius Clark.
Looks like at the end of the first quarter, folks, Fayetteville 10, Monterey 7.
Well, we knew they could jump. We knew they were athletic. Had some steals and some blocks.
Reckon we can do a timeout, maybe one of our sponsors?
Hey, yes, sir. First Volunteer Bank, your neighborhood bank. And remember, they're the bank with personality. 210 East Commercial Avenue in Monterey, 931-646-5501. That's 931-646-5501. Check them out at Volunteer Bank.
In that first quarter, I saw a lot of aggressiveness coming from Fayetteville, which Monterey should have expected. They're struggling to get Monterey, that is, they're struggling to get the ball into the paint. They're getting some good open looks. They're not falling, so they need to start getting some ball screen action, get Peyton West open, get him some more contact, and get him to the free throw line. And on the defensive side, their matchup zone started giving fits to Fayetteville, but they got a couple buckets on the full court. They got a couple buckets from running the floor, and that's what Monterey needs to limit here in the second quarter.
Caden Jones with the ball, hands off to Cody Allen, dribbling around the outside. Tucker has the ball. He takes a slip in. He hands it off to Stretch. Almost sticks it on the backboard. They're slowing down a little bit here, Fayetteville is. If you notice, they didn't take off running just then. Here's Walliver with an easy bucket, just drives in and goes in the air. Listen, these kids came to play. Monterey's going to have to pick it up right here. We got to get us a bucket. Caden Jones across half court. Silas Randolph's going to set him a high screen.
There's almost a travel there on Sailors. Cody Allen gives over to Jones. Jones with 3, up, no good. Number 3 high for the rebound for Fayetteville.
We're going to do a better job rebounding too, guys.
Well, blocking them out is going to be a big deal. Here's one. Their three-point shooter set up. He had the ball in his hand, but they are trying to work it around the outside. They're playing 4-out basketball, one post player. Fayetteville backs up towards half court. Caden Jones is working on a 5-second call for us. I don't know that they even started counting in time right there. Number 3 shoots for them.
And hits it.
Timeout Monterey.
Timeout.
14-7 in the second quarter with 6:32 left to play. Coach West needs to talk to his young men.
They were going to have to do a better job. For one thing, rebounding back here. They're winning the rebound battle.
Well, I kind of thought that they would be tough to deal with, but we've got to get in there and block out. We've got to get a man between them and the backboard.
Well, Jackson Billings and Peyton West out in that last possession, they lost a bit of their offensive firepower. On the defensive end, they're giving up a lot of open jump shots, and they're giving up the drives. There's not a lot of post play from Fayetteville, so they really need to focus on taking away drives, making sure they close out, hand up, and making sure that Fayetteville gets no open lanes to the rim, because they're scoring on all layups and pretty much jumpers.
Yeah.
So it should help some bringing Borjas back into the game to try to rebound.
Yeah, here comes Borjas. Let's see, we got our starting five back in. Peyton West, Jackson Billings, Caden Jones, Silas Randolph, and Borjas handles the ball. Silas comes in. Here's Peyton West stuck out there in no man's land, but he gets two out of it. That's 14-9. Monterey's behind. There's Jackson Billings trying to slip in and give him a little trouble.
That's the isolation action that they really need for Peyton West to get some buckets.
That's right. Here's Braden Hockett on our side, number 1. It seems to be their three-point sharpshooter. His kid can really shoot from outside. They're going to rotate him to the top, see if they can get him the ball. Let's see what happens here.
Monterey back in the zone. It's a trap.
It's a deceptive. Zone. It's a deceptive zone. It's a you kind of man up in certain spots.
We're trying to run some of that clock off here, passing the ball around.
Oh, yeah.
They're up on us a little. And
they're not in a hurry.
No, they're not in a hurry at all to shoot.
That's been the trend for most of the game.
And that's been their mode of operation all year long is hold the score down.
Good block.
There's a block. Peyton West has the ball. He's across half court. Jackson Billings has the ball. He gets it back to Peyton. Silas Randolph gets it. He's going in.
Almost got the roll, but he didn't go in.
This Clark kid, for number 3 for them, is really showing out. And they're taking a charge there. Number 1 for Fayetteville goes in. Jackson Billings is standing there.
He gets Oscars about every game, guys.
Yeah, he's won the Oscar this year for the charge.
He definitely deserves one right there.
He gets the flop trophy.
I'd give him one on that. He can have an Oscar in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one.
He got the rail seat away.
Caden Jones with the ball. Over to Billings. Peyton West gets it, shoots a 3.
Wide open 3.
Buckets.
This is the kind of action they need to get Fayetteville back on their heels.
So that makes it 14-12. Monterey's behind by 2 with 4:15 left in the second quarter. Yeah, they do not want to play a post game. Did you notice this? Number 5, Queese Nance, it's a three-pointer for Fayetteville. Jackson Billings takes a long 3 and misses. He had no help.
They got a rebound.
Yeah, you can't go down there and shoot the ball when it's 2 on 4. That's a sharp elbow by number 3 to Peyton West.
I'm surprised we didn't get a call on that.
Well, especially when it's up high, you kind of wonder. Walliver misses. Silas Randolph rebounds on the defensive end. Peyton West controls it. And there's Silas going up. He misses one. He goes back up for the second. That makes it 17-14. Fayetteville's in the lead.
The refs are really letting these two teams play, so they need to make sure they stay aggressive on the defensive and on the offensive edge.
They are definitely letting them play. They're banging a little bit. That's all right, though. So Fayetteville drops out at half court. Clark brings the ball down, drops it off to Walliver. He's at the top of the key. It's being guarded. Here's Hockett with the ball, passes back over to Clark. Walliver back at the top again. They're slowing things down. They're trying to back out. We've got to get a 5-second call here on guys that don't want to play.
score in from Eagleville. Eagleville 22, Salina 18. 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the second quarter.
There we go. Peyton with the ball, takes across the timeline.
He's driving. He's going in. He takes the foul from number 23.
Number 23.
That'd be the second one on Walliver. If we can get him in some foul trouble, that sure won't hurt us.
That's his first foul.
Was it?
Neil, yeah. We got one foul on Braden Hockett, one foul on Carter Hill, one foul on Jason Clark, and one on Tyler Walliver.
Okay. I thought that was 2 on Tyler there.
Yeah, no, they called that.
He hit the first one.
Yeah, there we go. Peyton hits the first one. Here comes Tucker back in the game, pulling Jackson Billings out. Got to have some defensive pressure. I would say that's what Coach West is talking about over there at the moment.
Hits a second one.
We can't just let them sit outside and shoot threes.
Got to get out in their face.
So they've dropped Peyton West down low. They've got Tucker playing high, Caden Jones playing high, Borjas on the outside. Borjas is deceptionally fast for that size of a guy.
Yeah, I stand next to him in the softball game today. He's about a head taller than me. He's a big old guy.
He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's big, but he can move exceptionally quick. That is the thing about him.
Probably weighs about 210.
Yeah.
Monterey fans are getting a little chimed up here. They say that Fayetteville's just kind of wasting out what's happening here. Tucker's got to come out here.
There it is.
He misses one. Silas Randolph with the rebound.
Yeah, we got a break on that one.
Yeah.
West.
Peyton West.
Peyton West bombs a 3.
Magic West.
19 for Monterey, 17 for Fayetteville. Got about a minute left in the half. There's a steal.
Hold the ball again.
Peyton West with the ball. They're trying to put a little pressure on him. Caden Jones with it. He kicks it back over to Tucker. They slap around at his back. Tucker jumps up for 2 and misses.
Number 4 there for the rebound for Fayetteville is Isaiah Thomason, freshman, 6'2". Monterey with a 19-17 lead, less than a minute to go.
Yeah, Fayetteville's holding the ball at half court. They're going to wait and try to get the last shot. Tucker's going to walk out. They're going to try to see if they can start 5 seconds on these guys passing the ball back out. Looks like Coach West is changing a little bit up. He's telling them to move. He's wanting to put a little pressure on them. Referee's about in the way down there, if you notice that. Misses the shot. 3-point shot. Yeah. 3-point shot missed by Fayetteville's number 1.
Threw the timing off there, got in his face.
Yeah, Peyton came out and was in the air. They're looking at putting pressure on Monterey with 8.4 seconds left to shoot the ball. Here comes Caden Jones all the way down the court. He makes it in. Silas Randolph.
Like to finish it off right there, Silas did for 2.
Yeah, almost had it there. It's halftime, guys. It's 19-17. Monterey's in the lead.
The home crowd.
We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors, folks.
Welcome to the Monterey Drugs Halftime Show. The Monterey Sports Network broadcast team will return to recap first half action after a word from our sponsor. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We will get to know you so that we can give you the personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, proud sponsors of Wildcat Basketball, located on Elmore Street, right next to Save-A-Lot, or just give them a call at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we are part of your community. If you're looking to when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434. Call the Tree Guys today for all your tree cutting and trimming needs. They offer tree removal at the customer's request. They give senior discounts. They even have 24-hour service available. And they do jobs for insurance claims. They are fully licensed and insured with over 10 years experience. Just give the Tree Guys a call today. 931-267-6191. 931-267-6191.
Okay, folks, welcome back here in the Troy Foust Memorial Gymnasium here at halftime at Monterey, Tennessee. We see our Cats took the lead, come back from like a 4-point deficit, wasn't it, Michael?
Yes, sir.
And took the lead 19-17 here at halftime. The last score we've had about our Salina counterparts from District 6 was that they were trailing Eagleville with about 4 minutes to go in the ball in the halftime. Let's see, 22-18. They were Salina was trailing Eagleville. So I believe here in our halftime, I believe Barry Henry maybe have some scores, individual scores. I think they're down here trying to calculate all of it out. We don't have anybody in foul trouble so far. The team fouls. Fayetteville has 4. Monterey only has 2.
I believe the refs come into this game with an expectation that a lot of high-powered athletes are going to be in this game, so they let them play a little bit. You know, nobody wants to come to a Substate game and see guys in foul trouble that they came to see, and they're trying to, I guess, keep it fair in that respect, but it's really playing in favor of Fayetteville right now because they're the aggressor. They've gotten a couple charge calls on fast breaks, but other than that, they've been allowed to kind of play strong defensively, play hard, and guard the ball really well. They've gotten a few steals that have led to fast break points, which is one thing that Monterey needs to limit is their on-ball turnovers. But the other thing that I've seen Monterey do is get more aggressive towards the second half, which is why they took the lead. When Monterey starts getting to more aggressive possessions, when they start scoring quickly, it forces Fayetteville into doing the same things. It's a kind of a level of immaturity from Fayetteville. When they see Monterey score, they want to try to push the ball and score.
Yeah, that's when you get the turnovers.
In every other possession of the game, Fayetteville's been holding the ball and being very patient and trying to hold the ball for the most possession time as possible. But the couple times that Monterey scored quickly, they forced Fayetteville to try to push the ball and get a bucket in transition, which normally benefited Monterey because Fayetteville wasn't getting a lot of points.
Sure, it's like a bad shot or a turnover one.
So if Monterey can continue to push, if they can continue to push Fayetteville and get some buckets around the rim, get some layups, and continue to lock down on defense and play physical, they'll be in good shape.
Good deal. Well, hey, listen, guys, down on the other end of the table, you got some.
We were over here chirping. We didn't realize you guys were talking down there.
We're going to be in after break. We're just kind of going back and forth here. You guys got some scores for us?
Yeah, I got Fayetteville to start off with right there. Number 1, Braden Hockett. I got him for 5 points. I've got number 5. Queeson Nance with 6 points. Oh, yeah, excuse me. And number 3, what's his name? Jason Clark with 4. And number 23, Tyler Wolver, I think, with 2.
He's got 2 points.
Makes him 17.
You know, the other night I was paying attention to their game against Eagleville, and I thought, man, this is just a low-scoring game. What's going on? Well, they want to deaden the pace of this game. And Absolutely. They know that if they get a chance to deaden the pace and not run up and down the court, they've got a better chance of winning. And I think that might have been their whole game plan all year, not just against us, but.
Well, another thing, I think part of the philosophy, if they can stand down here and stand around, they're not wearing themselves down. running back and forth up and down the court.
And you're killing clock. If you got a close game and you get, that could pay off for you at the end.
Well, they've done their research. They know that Monterey is a high-scoring team, so their effort is to try to limit the amount of time that Monterey can possess the ball and get into their sets. So they've been doing a great job of that so far, but you could tell the few times that Monterey really tried to push the ball in transition, they got Fayetteville to push the ball on the opposite end. They tried to create quick shots from Fayetteville, and Fayetteville bit on that allowance that Monterey gave them.
The second half, I think one of the keys is we're going to do a better job rebounding the ball on that end.
That is true. I noticed that, 3, he had I don't know how many rebounds for Fayetteville. I didn't keep up with it, but it seemed like he had the ball in his hand every time we looked on a missed shot.
We're going to have to keep Morehouse close to under that goal as much as possible.
And we've got to defend on the outside. I noticed there were several times down here on this end of the court when we didn't defend and they shoot a three-pointer. You can't stop and watch the game happen. You've got to play pressure defense on those guys that can shoot the ball.
You notice that shot, I think it was Peyton blocked that one. He got it, he didn't block it, he got it in his face and thought him off his foot and off balance, and he missed that three. So I think if you get in their face, you're going to throw the timing off a little bit.
Also, a little insider information from someone who's played on this court for 2 years. It's a lot more difficult to shoot on our left side, on those side rims, than it is on these. So we're expecting Fayetteville to switch sides of the court, and there's a little bit of a rim differential. It's not that much, but for someone who's experienced on playing on both these courts, it can make a difference in the way that you shoot the ball. So I'd expect Fayetteville to come out and struggle shooting the ball at the beginning of the second half until they get adjusted to the different style of rim that's on the other side. It's a little bit tighter. And for Monterey, on the flip side, they're going to be able to probably get a couple shots early on this side of the rim. If you notice at the beginning of the game for Monterey, they were shooting the ball a little bit long on their side of the rim. If it comes out to this side, you're going to expect to probably hit a couple more shots. And it's just one of those things that, being a player, it's difficult to adjust to. But, Monterey's going to have the edge since this is their home court and they're used to doing this at halftime of every game.
That is so true. Just about every gym you have that you play in, there is different ends each time. And these home court advantages are very crucial in this kind of game. When you're 2 points at halftime, with a lead, you can lose it if you're not used to playing on what's going to happen. And if you watch them warm up, I'll guarantee you they'll miss a lot right here. Watch us. Our Monterey boys are coming back out on the court. About a minute and 50 seconds left before we get back to action, guys.
Neil, do you want to run down Monterey's scoring for the first half, too?
Go right ahead. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do that. Caden Jones, number 3, with 4 points in the first half. Kevin Borjas, number 15, with 4 points in the first half. Peyton West, number 20, 11 points in the first half. Number 34, Silas Randolph, with 2 points in the first half. That brings Monterey's total to 19.
It is a low-scoring half. I would like to see this thing get ramped up real fast.
I think we'll see that a lot because, nerves are a big part of the game when it comes to a game like this, Substate, where, a lot of seniors are playing potentially their last game ever, and there's a lot of nerves that are associated with that on both sides. So I expect both teams to come out a little bit more tight down and a lot more smart with the basketball and not make so many turnovers. I expect it to be a much better and smoother second half out of both teams.
I think you're exactly right, Michael. You've got, 5 seniors playing the game here today. I think all 5 of our starters, or 4 of our starters, are seniors, and we've got a senior on the bench, I believe. But these guys, when you start looking at the end of your career, it changes. Life changes for you, and I think some of them might be seeing that right now. So
Absolutely.
they don't want to take the upset loss. Hey, before we get going any longer, I want to remind you guys we've got some great sponsors this year. First Volunteer Bank, we couldn't do this without them. Volunteer Electric Co-op, Monterey Foods, Monterey Drugs, The Tree Guys, and A1 Auto Repair. Hey, they've stuck with us all year. They've been a great group of sponsors. We definitely appreciate them. And I don't know how many more timeouts we'll have in this game, but we've only called, I think it's just 1 so far. Is that correct? Monterey's called 1, and Fayetteville has not called any. So just mentioning those guys that support us real well. Hey, we're about to start the third quarter. We're back on the court. Fayetteville gets the ball.
Clay County's up on Eagleville 25-23 at the end of the half. So they're having a low-scoring game down there, too.
Fayetteville seems to not be able to get much penetration against Monterey.
No, they can't get it inside, that's for sure. They're going to have to shoot it from the perimeter. And
Billings got a piece of that in there and knocked it out of bounds.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to keep on like that. Monterey's going to steal it from them.
Knocked out of bounds by Monterey. Fayetteville's ball again. They're throwing the ball back around the perimeter here.
Clark's got it. He's been hot for them so far this game. Nance,
almost a steal there. We tried to go. Walliver.
And got a foul.
Oh, now.
Called on Billings.
Called on Billings.
They.
Probably his first, I think.
They have not been calling that tight.
That was a little
That's
iffy
a change.
That's Billings first.
Billings first, yeah. They had 2 team fouls in the first half, so this makes 3 for the whole game so far.
Walliver trying to control and get in the post game here. Number 1.
That's there you go.
Braden Hockett leads off with a 3-pointer. That makes the score 20-19 Fayetteville.
That's his second one.
Monterey gets it inside to Silas Randolph up with a hook shot, no good.
Yeah, that stays on our end. Knocked out of bounds by number 3.
Clark.
Yeah, Clark. Nicholas Clark.
Peyton West inbounds it into Borhaus. Borhaus back to Peyton for a wide open three.
That's a miss three.
There's a tip.
That is
Randolph ripped it off of number 3's head.
Yes.
Out on Clark again.
So Silas takes a swat trying to grab it. It hits 3 in the head and goes out of bounds.
That's number 3 is Clark.
Yeah, we've inbounded the ball again.
Inside to Borhaus.
Borhaus has got it. He's trying to go in. And they have done their homework on our post game. Let me tell you.
He set it up for Silas, sir, for the bucket.
Monterey takes a 21-20 lead.
Number 1 shoots another 3 and he makes it.
I tell you guys, he's their 3-point guy.
They got to be on him.
Braden Hockett.
You got to stay with him.
That 3-2 matchup that runs, allowing a lot of shots in the corner for number 1. They need to make an adjustment on that for somebody to pick him up in the corner.
Yeah, they're going to have to get out there on him. Coming in, they knew that he could shoot the ball for sure.
This team likes the outside awful well.
We'll call a foul on number 5 for Fayetteville. That would be Queese Nance. Peyton West draws the foul for Monterey. They line up for a cross across the baseline. They're looking at getting the ball out again.
Most of their points came from outside Fayetteville's half.
Oh, yeah.
They can't do anything to paint.
No, they're not going to get down low with us.
They've hit 4 points in the paint.
Caden Jones drives the lane.
He tried to dump it off.
And that's a bad shot.
Walliver jumps in and takes the ball. I believe that's the first one number 1 has drove in.
Is that number 1, was it? Hockett?
Yeah, Hockett.
25-21. Monterey's behind by 4 with 5:14 left in the third quarter.
The biggest key for Monterey right now is to stay steady and stay level. They can't.
Peyton inside for 2.
Peyton goes in for 2, so brings Monterey within 2 points, 25-23. And there's a walk down the lane. Number 5 hits a 3. Guys, they're putting on a clinic, hitting those 3-pointers.
They have turned up the 3 count here all of a sudden. 30-second timeout.
If they don't get in their face, we're going to run them up on them.
Who we got next up on our Volunteer Electric Cooperative? In its more than 80 years of operation, VEC has grown and prospered, bringing prosperity to the region it serves. Volunteer Electric Cooperative, powered by people you know.
If they got up on us by 5, guys, we're going to have to play some defense here.
Yeah, those 3-pointers, they sting.
We're going to have to get them thrown off bounds, get in their face somehow or another.
Well, we're still early in the third quarter, and Monterey needs to continue to stay level and keep their heads about them because they'll have plenty of chance.
Yeah, it's a close game.
It's a 5-point game. It's not out of the woods here for anybody. I mean, we're going to have to buckle down defensively for sure, Michael.
Make good shots and guard the ball against those.
We've got a couple of guys that have not put the ball in the basket yet that we're used to seeing.
Jackson Billings hasn't scored.
Jackson Billings.
There's another 2 points for Peyton West. It's a 3-point game, and Fayetteville's coming out running this quarter.
What a shot!
They call that bucket.
Oh,
they did call it a bucket.
Who was it on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Yeah, he's the leading scorer. He scored 11 already.
Monterey's struggling defensively to close out in the corners. They got to get quicker on the feet to be able to cut off drives.
Yeah, Fayetteville's definitely got quickness and speed both.
They did not show that in the first half. They slowed everything down in the first half. It's kind of surprising to see them want to dart in and out right now.
Got a break there, guys. They missed a foul shot.
Yeah, Peyton West is going to take the ball in. He's going to run this guy to death, I believe. Look, they just expect him to stop. He just keeps going.
Caden's going to go in there and drive it. Yep.
That would be out on Fayetteville, Monterey's ball.
Yeah, number 23 there, I believe, got a hand on it, knocked it out.
Yeah, Walliver for Fayetteville knocks it out.
Tucker to inbound it. Tucker gets it into West. Fakes number 3 out of his tennis shoes.
Borjas with the rebound, and he gets it twice, and he misses twice. And no foul call on the other end. Number 5, Queese Nance, runs the floor and scores 2 more points. It's 32-25. Monterey's behind. Here's Silas Randolph.
And
they're calling a foul now. From way outside, they're calling the foul.
Number 13, that's his first foul.
Fayetteville's getting out in transition and getting open buckets. Monterey's got to get back.
Yes, they are. Tucker controls the ball out front. Back to Caden Jones, down to Borjas. They're going to collapse on him now. Let's see if they do this again. Nice roll by Silas Randolph. It's 32-27.
Pulled within 5 points. Peyton's over there on number 1, Hockett, so hopefully keep him under control.
Walker throws the ball out to number 5, who slices into the inside, bounces off a couple of players. Silas Randolph steals the ball.
Yeah, it was an athletic move, but it was a strength move there too. He just reached out and took it away from him. Silas is trying to get open and underneath the basket. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good, tipped out. Fayetteville with the rebound, number 13. In front court to Hockett for 3. Missed it. Number 5. Rebound up over the back. No, nothing was called.
They're not going to call that up in the air like that, guys.
13 put it up and no good, and then Borjas with the rebound. Jones in the front court.
We've got some guys that
3
need to
guys
come alive right here.
We're going to call a timeout.
Coach West is giving a timeout to get his team level and get them settled in. They're struggling a little bit trying to run the floor. They're not getting good contests on the open shots for Fayetteville, and they're not covering the drive as well as they need to be. And on the offensive end, they're not really getting solid shots. So I like the timeout here by Coach West.
Okay, we got Monterey Foods as fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials on Facebook at Monterey Foods, corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey. 931-839-2434, 931-839-2434.
Danny Top.
3 guys timeout. They sponsor our timeouts all year long. We got some good sponsors, folks. Need to get out and see them. All this wind and stuff. You need some tree trims and tree cuts. We know somebody's got a bunch of saws, don't we, guys?
I do know a guy.
Yep.
He'll get right out and take care of that for you.
Get right out and do it.
Ball on the side. We get it into Caden Jones, who controls it for Monterey.
Caden into Tucker for a 3. Tucker missed off just a little bit short. Rebound.
Almost had that
23.
rebound. Walliver didn't quite control it like he thought he was going to. Oh, they call a foul on Peyton West down low. That's uncontrolled basketball by number 3 from Fayetteville. He comes in, cannot dribble, gets it in down low, and draws the foul.
Yeah, and he's in the act of shooting, so he's going to the line to shoot 2. Monterey down 32-27, guys. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. This is, so far, it's playing right into Fayetteville's hands as far as the way they like to play ball. A low-scoring game. This has been the lowest scoring game Monterey's had all year long. So far. Number 3 hits the first one and misses second one.
You notice they have nobody down there rebounding the basketball on a foul shot. That's kind of a slap in the face, if you ask me. I would think those Monterey boys are not going to like that.
But guys are off on their shots. They can't buy a basket right now.
Yeah.
Missed shot by Stretch. Sailors, number 3, shoots the 3. Short for Fayetteville. He gets it out to number 1 to 23. Walliver kicks the ball out, throws it away.
Those are the turnovers Monterey needs to continue to force if they want to claw their way back in.
Yes, and here comes Peyton West. He's got his wheels on. He's ready to go. He's asking for somebody to come out on him. Oh, he misses a 3-point. Bounces off the opposite side of the rim.
Nobody there to rebound for Monterey.
And here they go to slow the ball game back down. Minute and 15 left in the third quarter. They're going to hold it as long as you let them.
You expect this type of play from Fayetteville for the rest of the game as long as they keep this slight differential.
If they can hold out for a minute and a half in the ball game and not score and just hold the ball with a lead.
Well, they're going to run this. They're going to run this quarter down. What they're trying to do.
Oh yeah.
And shoot the last basket.
You got a 6-point lead. You've got to come out and guard them. You cannot give them the chance to run around and hold the ball forever. They're going to try to trap here at half court.
Fayetteville looks slightly more rushed than they did at the beginning of possession.
Yes.
You need to take a shot.
Kick it back out. Kick it back out to half court.
They want to shoot it.
They want to run all the time out that they can.
They want to control the clock, what they're up to.
They're going with a man weave here. They're trying to get the ball to a loose spot.
Hits it. That was a 3, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, that was a 2-point shot by number 3.
2-point by 3.
Yeah, I think you called his number. I was 35-27 at the end of the third quarter.
We're going to have to start rebounding. We're going to have to start making good shots.
Correct.
Two things to win.
Well, we'll see what they're made of. So we'll see what they're made of here in this fourth quarter.
Michael, I believe we've got a scoring issue. We've got to find a guy that can put the ball in the hole right now. We've kind of gone cold in the third quarter, which is not typically what we've done all year.
Well, just like the rest of the game, they've been putting emphasis on covering Peyton West, who's the primary scorer for Monterey. So we need to find someone who can get shots in the post. Silas Randolph and Kevin Borjas got some good looks in the paint. They were able to finish a couple of them, not the others. But right now they really need to lock down defensively and make sure that this spread does not get any wider.
Well, we haven't seen nothing from Jackson Billings, Noah Sailors, or Tucker Phillips.
How many Caden Jones scored?
Caden Jones only with 2.
Yeah, so our guys that normally score and help out here are not doing not doing what we need them to. Yeah, 2 points by Peyton West. We got to lock the defense down here. We got to keep them from scoring. We need a turnover here. They're going to take it out and hold it at half court, try to slow this game way down. That's what they like to do, it looks like. They're going to do a 4-man weave outside. They're looking at a backdoor pass by Braden Walliver, and he scores 2 for Fayetteville. Makes it 37-29. It's an 8-point game. Monterey's behind. It's Peyton West for 2 points. He just drove at ease against number 3, who just loses the ball. That's what we need right there. That's what you need.
Yeah, we're going to have to get this thing going our way here.
The key to Monterey is to cut it to a 1 or 2 possession game and make sure that Fayetteville does not have the ability to comfortably hold the ball and to waste time.
Correct. Yeah, we're going to have to cover them. We're going to have to go man.
You have to come out on them when they start doing that, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Fayetteville outscored Monterey 18-8.
Here's Caden Jones. Backdoor cut for 2 points for Caden Jones. He's coming alive. It's 37-33. Fayetteville's got the lead. Walliver controls. Puts it out to Hockett. Oh, that's a lost ball. That is Monterey's basketball, guys.
Bad pass. Threw it away.
Yeah.
Monterey's got to do something right here. We need to score
Yeah,
back.
here comes Peyton. He's wanting to get going here. He's wanting them to come out and get him. That's a
threw it away.
No foul with a backdoor tip.
Good hustle by Randolph to get back.
Yeah.
That's a good foul.
Yeah.
That's a good, clean foul. That's what you got to get right there.
That's all he can do.
Number 3's down there. Looks like he may have rolled his ankle.
Yeah.
That's Silas's first foul, ain't it?
Yeah. He did all he could do there on that, guys.
Yeah, he hustled down the court. I'll have to say that.
At least he didn't make the shot. And they've been known to, they hit about 57% of the foul shots is all they hit.
He was 1-1 a while ago.
Miss.
Completely missed.
Yeah, that is an air ball. That's what that is.
What they're going to have to do is start sending them to the line. I don't think they can hit the foul shot.
Well, he hit the first one a while ago and missed the second one.
They've been shooting all year long. They've been shooting about 57%. So, and there's
another one.
Another miss.
Rebound, Silas Randolph. Peyton West has the ball, controlling it. It's 37-33. Comes across half court. Caden Jones with the ball, passes over to Borjas. They just called a legal screen on Tucker. Tucker saying they're pulling his jersey and holding him.
Dead ball turnovers are preferential for Monterey because it stops the clock and it stops the ability from Fayetteville to run. So if you're going to turn the ball over, you want to turn it over in a dead ball and not an open court.
They've gone man here. They're looking at controlling the game. They're trying to get back into it. That's a push by number 23 on Peyton West, and they call the ball out on Peyton. Peyton got knocked to the ground by 23 Walliver for Fayette County.
Knocked to the ground.
We need to lock down defensively here, guys. We can't let this happen. We got to come out and get them. Borjas has got to play good defense right here. Tucker's got to come out and stay on one. He's got to lock one down from shooting again. Caden Jones on 3. They're trying to control the ball and slow it down a little bit. Here he's driving in, trying to shoot. What athleticism by number 3. Yeah, that's a foul on number 3. They're talking. Silas Randolph and number 3's talking there. That's
could be close to a technical there, look like.
It's been happening all game.
Jacius Clark losing his cool over there. Losing his cool.
It happened earlier.
Losing his cool here.
Shoving between Clark and Randolph.
Yeah. They're going to call a technical on 3 if he doesn't hush.
Yeah, it's coming.
Fayetteville calls a timeout to control it. We got a lot of fans controlling the atmosphere here.
Yeah,
it's getting wild.
If he'd have kept talking to the referee over here, he'd end up with a technical. That's why they call that timeout.
Yes. Yeah, they called that to calm Fayetteville down. It's 37-33 with 5:42 left in the fourth quarter. Monterey's behind by 4. And it's Monterey's ball when they come out of the timeout.
I expect a great play to be called by Coach West coming out of this timeout. Monterey's trying to claw from behind, but Coach West has a knack for drawing up plays in clutch situations.
A little more pressure on 3. We could have got a technical right there on him.
This is a wild environment. This is high school basketball. Single A division. You don't get this very often, but when it comes around, it sure is fun to watch.
This is what you dream of as a
player. Oh, yeah. You want to be a player in these kind of games. It's a 4-point game. Peyton West comes across half court. He's pushing everybody back. Silas Randolph gets the pass. He's at the top of the key. Back to Peyton. Peyton's controlling the ball. He's got 2 guys on him. They're trying to trap him. Back out to Silas. They're looking for Borjas down low at the moment.
He's got number 23 draped all over him. Tucker for 3.
Tucker Phillips misses the 3 and gets knocked to the ground. They're off to the races down here.
They've got to handle.
Yeah, they've got to get out and guard man-to-man here and not let them run the clock out. You've got to guard quick. You've got to guard fast.
They're going to have to start fouling if they can't do anything else.
Oh, there's 23. Walliver misses the shot. They call timeout.
3 guys timeout.
Yeah, Fayetteville does. The coach is taking the ball out of the hands of the referee. They've just called a technical, it looks like.
There's a technical.
He just grabbed it out of the hands here. What's going on?
I think you end up with a technical over there on Fayetteville side on this.
He didn't call it.
No, he didn't call it.
He did.
The referee runs and the coach grabs the ball out of his hands, and now we've got him at the middle of the court. There's something going on here.
There's something here.
There are a lot of people chirping behind the bench over there for Fayetteville. We got a parent on the floor now. The police have come in. This has gotten wild.
You can't do this.
Yeah, there's one parent now that the police are probably going to escort her out if I had to bet. She cannot come out on the floor.
Well, we got a guy down there from Monterey, too. They're probably going
Josh Reams over the county over to talk with him.
Yeah, they're fixing to eject somebody down there from Monterey, too, there behind that bench.
Yeah, this is not the kind of environment you want. You want your kids to come out and play hard. You want them to have a good season and a good game, but we don't need parent interference on the floor. This is not a parent game. This is a kid game. I know it gets wild and people say a lot of stuff. They're giving the ball to Fayetteville on Fayetteville's end underneath their backboard.
It doesn't reflect good for the kids.
No, it does not.
Wasn't a foul called or anything.
Kids start having issues when this kind of stuff goes on.
They're asking that one guy to leave down there from Monterey. He got a little hot down there in the whole bench.
Yeah, they're trying to inbound the ball. Borjas steals it. Caden Jones up the court. He's by himself. He's got to roll back out. Tucker Phillips for 3. It's a missed shot. Hey, rebound Silas Randolph. And there's a foul on number 23, Walliver, against Peyton West.
Should send him to the line. No.
Yeah, this environment is wild enough. We don't need parents involved in the action. Let the kids play. Monterey's ball on the baseline. They're trying to roll around. Peyton West gets the ball. He's being guarded by Clark, who's got his hands on him, but Peyton rolls out of it. They cannot control Peyton. There's 2 points for Peyton West. 35-37. Fayetteville's up right now. It's 4:30 left to play. Number 3, Clark, goes in and misses. Silas Randolph gets the rebound. That's a foul on number 3. They don't call it. He grabs his hand. Come on, guys.
Yeah, they're going to.
There's a knocked out ball by Fayette County or Fayetteville.
They're not calling fouls.
Monterey's going to end up
that is intentional foul on that end down there. They don't call it. You come in and grab arms and trying to get the ball, that's just part of it. Borjas controls it at the top of the key. He's holding the ball. He's trying to get the ball back to Magic West here to see him play. Number 3's pushing on. There's a foul against 23, Walliver for Fayette County. That puts Peyton West on the line in a 2-point game. 4 minutes left.
Peyton be shooting 2.
But he's about an 80-85% foul shooter, I think. Am I right, Rick?
Yep, you right on it. Right on it. What do you think about this, Michael Cody?
Well, free throws coming in for Peyton West. I believe he's got some ice in his veins, so I think he'll knock these down.
There's
That's
one.
That's good.
It's a 1-point game, 37-36. Fayetteville's got the lead by 1. West can tie it up right here. That's tied up ball game, guys. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Monterey's put Fayetteville in a tough position. They can't hold the ball anymore, and they have no momentum.
They have to score. They got to start shooting. They've got to.
Clay County's pulling away from Eagleville, 54-40. It looks like they've got their game under control.
Yeah, we need to control this. We need a steal right here. We need something going, a charge, some kind of illegal screen. We need something to happen here for us, guys.
They ain't scored but 2 points this whole quarter.
That's a block charge against Silas Randolph, and it takes number 23 Walliver down for Fayetteville. Peyton West walks over to help him up.
He's looks like he's getting slow.
He's going to limp a little bit.
He's limping, but he's up.
Randolph was out of position, took a sideways charge, and it's going to result in the block.
Fayetteville scored 2 points this whole fourth quarter. Monterey's come back from a 8-point deficit at the end of the third quarter and tied it.
I'm telling you what, Fayetteville must believe that their free throw shooting is better than anybody in the country because they put nobody down on the line to rebound.
They can't hit foul shots.
And they missed their first one, which is perfect for Monterey.
They got 57% free throw shooting for the year as far as the team goes.
We got Morehouse and Randolph under the goal.
That's another miss. We control the rebound. Peyton West gets the ball in the backcourt. 3:27 left in the fourth quarter. Guys, you're talking about a great single-A basketball game right now. This is where we want to be. Peyton West for 3, and he misses.
Monterey's defense has held them to 2 points this whole quarter.
Yeah. Fayetteville's got the ball in the backcourt. Number 5 controls the game, gets it over the half-court line. Peyton West is guarding him.
And
they're going to try to roll it around. They want to slow down the game here. They want to find a dribble and drive, a slashing kind of guy is what they're looking for to get to the basket right now.
Less than 3 minutes to go, they can foul.
No, they don't need to foul right yet. Just let them shoot it out here. Oh, they call Borjas for a foul.
That's a good foul.
Yep. He
kept him from scoring.
Didn't hit the shot.
Sending a player to the free throw line is 1 for 4 so far.
This is Jacius Clark shooting. He's not hit any foul shots, I don't think, tonight.
He hit one.
Oh, he hit one. Okay. He
just
missed the next one.
He missed the whole goal.
Hey, Michael Cody, that rim thing we talked about, half court being a little weird.
He's about 1 for 6.
Well, I thought I jinxed it at the beginning because I came out and hit 3 straight threes, but I guess it's coming true.
1 for 6 for this shooter. He just makes the second one. It's 38-37. Fayetteville over Monterey with 2:40 left in the game. There we go, 2 points.
Good shot.
Hayden Jones, perfect time to score 2. It's 39-38 Monterey. We've got a man-to-man defense going on here. They're looking to try to get close to the rim because that's going to be the only places they score. Peyton West controls the rebound, takes his time coming up the court.
Wildcats with a 1-point lead.
About 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Peyton's looking at trying to take it. He has Clark on him. Here's Jones with the ball now. He's looking to drive, but he doesn't get that chance. Kevin Borjas ends up with it in his hands. Back to Jones. They're going to back out. No, they're going to start driving it in. West gets the ball again. He's driving. He gets a back tip, and there comes. That's a
wallop.
Oh, that's a block. That is a block right there. Boy, I'm telling you what, Fayetteville is artistic about running and trying to grab the ball back behind.
Got a timeout with Monterey.
Great recovery by Kevin Borjas to get back on the defensive end and block that shot because that could have saved the lead for him right there.
That's exactly right. It's Monterey's ball. It's a minute and 35 left in the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead.
Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy. They treat you like a neighbor and not just a number. Located in the Save-A-Lot Shopping Center on Elmore Street. Give them a call today, 931-839-6777, 931-839-6777. 3 guys timeout there, guys.
I didn't hear you, Rick. What'd you say?
I said it's Tree Guys timeout.
Oh, Tree Guys, yeah. Hey, if you
timeout.
need a tree down, you need to call those guys.
Folks, we've got a minute and 35 seconds to go in this ball game, and Monterey's got a 1-point lead and the ball.
Hey, I remember telling you guys at the start of the game, you hold Fayetteville in less than 48 points, and you got a better chance of beating them. They're at 38 now. There's no way they're making up to that 48 mark that they have to win a game. Hopefully this will turn out well for us here at the end. We just got to go score. It's been an awesome game. The environment's been outstanding. We're getting pressure in the backcourt now. They're going to go man-to-man defense. They're going to keep it out of Peyton's hands as all possible. Oh, Peyton gets it very easily, cuts and gets the ball.
And they back off. They didn't do the full court pressure.
I'm surprised. They were going man-to-man in the backcourt, maybe hoping just to get a turnover.
Yep.
There's a score. The hammer puts 2 in for Monterey. It's 41-38 with a minute 14 left. Clark has the ball. He hands off to number 1. Oh, that's a walk. That's a mental mistake. Mental mistake by Fayetteville. He walks.
I tell you what, guys, Caden Downtown Jones had an assist to Randolph on that shot.
Yes, he did.
They're going to have to start fouling.
He led him
Yeah, they're going to have to foul if they want to stop this clock.
Monterey just needs to continue to stay disciplined and be ready to hit free throws. Keep the ball in the hands of Peyton West.
You don't want to foul Peyton West.
Peyton backs back out to the half-court line. Clark comes to guard him. He jumps on him and he fouls him.
He does.
He has to foul him to stop the clock, guys. He knows what's going on here.
The foul count does not benefit Fayetteville in this situation. They need Monterey to be at the free throw line, and they're down to only 6 fouls, so they're going to have to foul again to put them at the line.
If you want anybody at the foul line, you want Peyton West out.
They're elbowing down there, down low. Here's Clark guarding West again. Clark's trying to reach in, grab the ball. It's a double team, and they foul Peyton West.
They do foul him again.
That takes him to the line, don't it?
Is that Clark's 4th foul?
I'm not sure. They're getting Silas Randolph away from. They're talking a lot down there. They're needing Silas to control himself right here. They can't get him in trouble. The technical would really turn this thing around, and we don't need that.
Monterey up to a 3-point lead, 4-point lead.
There we go. Here's the game plan. You got to guard that 3-point line because you know those boys are going to try to shoot it.
It's going to be a 2-possession game here.
That's what it is right now.
Yeah.
Both shots for Peyton West, 43-38.
Monterey with a 5-point lead.
Fayetteville down the court quick. They're looking to try to shoot that 3. They're getting pressure man-to-man. They can't handle it. Here's Braden Walliver gets fouled in an and-one situation against Kevin Borjas.
Monterey needs to keep their head. They're going to have the chance to get the ball back whether or not he hits this free throw.
Right. This is one of their big ball players right here. He's played well for them all year.
He's impressed me too, being a sophomore.
Oh yeah.
Tyler Walliver.
Yeah. And he hit the first one.
43-41.
Walliver's actually a senior. So he's
oh yeah, he is.
They take Walliver out of the game, and they bring in probably another shooter, a 3-point guy. They're looking to try to foul right here.
Whoa.
There's a foul, number 3. For Fayetteville, they foul Jackson Billings. I believe Jackson hasn't scored in this game yet. But this will be important that Jackson hits these things right here.
4 fouls on number 3.
Yeah, number 3's been Jacius Clark. He's been guarding Peyton the whole game.
If Peyton can get the ball back one more possession, he'll probably foul out because he's been guarding.
Yeah, they've hurt Jackson Billings. They're taking him out of the game.
Hopefully Sailors comes in to shoot for him.
And they're putting Tucker Phillips in to shoot the foul shots right here.
I was hoping it'd be Noah, but Tucker's good too.
The person that comes in for the hurt player has to shoot the free throws. That might be a smart game plan. Tucker's been good all year from the 3-point line.
He's bombing in threes as well as hitting good from the foul line.
Oh, he misses the first one. Tucker gets his rebound, and they foul him. He goes back to the line.
And number 3 fouled him. He'll be out.
5. That's 5 on 3.
5 on 3.
Clark didn't really help Fayetteville well on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, it's going to create a liability.
Listen, he's an athletic player, but that's 5 fouls on number 3.
No, they called it on number 5.
Yeah, well, he was there too.
They called it on number 5.
He got a break there on that one.
Ah, look at that. No, this number 3 has 5 fouls.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
Jacius Clark is out of the game for Fayetteville.
They put the wrong player up on the foul line.
I thought it was number 3. Number 5 was closer, though.
Listen, that kid's had a good game for them. He's played hard.
He's the best player by far.
Well, number 1, between him and number 1, they can shoot and play. Tucker Phillips with 1 in the hole. 44-41 with 26.4 seconds left in the game.
If he hits this last one, it'll be a two-possession lead.
Well, you can't let him hit a 3 and guard you heavy on the backside over here. We got to make sure we get our foul shots in. He makes, it rolls out. 44-41. Kevin Borjas putting pressure in the back court. They're trying to put pressure on him. They've called timeout with 18 seconds left.
The 3 guys got 3s in the way. The 3 guys got saws. Over 10 years experience. Licensed and insured, 24 hours emergency service. Available. Called in today. 931-267-6191. 931-267-6191. Well, guys, it comes down to this. 18.6 seconds.
No 3-pointers. We can't allow a 3-point shot right here.
That's no secret. The key is to lock up on number 1 from Fayetteville. He's been hurting from beyond the arc the whole game, and I don't think there are many others on Fayetteville that you need to worry about aside from 23 and number 1. But you need to be ready to grab the board and wrap that baby up tight because you're going to get fouled and you need to knock down these free throws.
Yeah. It'll be a good time to foul
we got to watch about the 2s in the foul, too.
Yeah.
It'd be a good time to foul in.
So Hockett, number 1, shoots 27% from the 3-point line for Fayetteville. The other guys I have in, Queese Nance was number 5.
Yep.
He shoots 39% from 3-point land. And Walliver shoots 24%. So they still have some 3-point shooters in the game that can make a shot.
Sure they do.
I think they've just taken their main guy out, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, and the thing about it is they can't shoot foul shots. So it might be a good time to foul them.
No, let's just play good defense and not foul. Don't give up that easy 3-point shot because that's what they're going to shoot.
And
Peyton West is on number 5. Tucker Phillips on number 1.
14, 13.
Yeah. Here's number 1 going to get out there and try to shoot.
He
misses
everything.
And they get the ball back, and they have to shoot another 3, and number 5 throws it up and misses. And they take the ball out of their hands. Oh, they missed the shot. Monterey wins.
Monterey goes
44-41. Monterey goes to the state
tournament.
tournament this year.
Whoop, whoop.
This is quite a game, guys. If you've missed this atmosphere, this has been exciting and electric the whole game. Monterey makes it to the state tournament.
We're going to stay here, folks, and Peyton's very emotional.
Very emotional right now. Listen, he played a heck of a game.
He ought to have been 25 points.
25 points for Peyton West. We told you, hey, first of the game.
For Peyton.
Hey, I told you guys they had to have at least 48 to win right here, right?
Yep.
And we kept them below that. Hey, Michael, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming out.
Right.
Listen, this has been electric tonight. If you missed this game, you've missed a big one.
Yeah, Clay County had won their game. Their end of their game is
they're hanging around. Clay County is. Very well could see them later.
61-43, Clay County. What was the end of that score? Did you write it down?
Yeah.
What was it?
44-41.
Yeah, Monterey. They came back in that fourth quarter after being down.
Our boys walk off the court. They
were down by 8 in the third quarter and came back.
They played a heck of a game. Now, listen, Fayetteville didn't come in to lose a game tonight. They played hard all night. They played us very tough. They slowed down when we wanted to speed up. Hey, and they sped up there at the second half coming in, and they played hard.
Oh, yeah,
17,
they sure did.
17 points for us in the 4-6 for them.
Well,
yes.
I said, guys, when that fourth quarter started, I said
it was our quarter.
This is what's going to separate the men from the boys.
Well,
yes, this is a game that Monterey needed to be able to show they've still got it under their belt to play anybody right now.
Exactly, any game.
Yeah,
any game, slow down game.
17 for us, 6 for them in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
It was our comeback quarter.
Sure it was.
You know, we were down by 8 in the third quarter.
Well, when the rubber gets down on the road, I'd rather have my my Wildcats as anybody.
Guys, you just can't stop West. Man, if he wants in there, he's almost unstoppable if he wants inside.
And they scouted him. That's the crazy thing about it.
They tried to shut him down and couldn't.
They knew what they had to have to get us to get beat, and they couldn't do it.
Well, they even tried to double him there. They couldn't do it.
Guys, let's go to break right quick with our sponsors, and we'll come back with the post-game show because it looks like this place is going to be here for a while.
I believe you're right.
I'm gonna. Let's go to a break, and we'll be right back, folks. Hang in here with us.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. Remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We will get to know you so that we can give you the personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, proud sponsors of Wildcat Basketball. Located on Elmore Street, right next to Sable-Lot, or just give them a call at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. And trimming needs. They offer tree removal at the customer's request. They give senior discounts. They even have 24-hour service available. And they do jobs for insurance claims. They are fully licensed and insured with over 10 years experience. Just give the tree.
Okay, folks, welcome back in here at the Troy Faust Memorial Gymnasium where we've seen our Wildcats. We're proud of our cats for sure.
Definitely so. We saw emotional Peyton West come off the court just a minute ago. He's super excited. He knows he gets one more game in his senior year, which I know is what they always want, but he deserves it. That kid has played his heart out for Monterey this year.
He played his heart out in this game for sure.
That's what it's all about, guys. Hey, living to fight another day.
That's exactly right.
We're in the tournament. It's either win or go home now.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but they're in the quarterfinals right now, and they'll draw, and we'll see who they play.
8 teams, right?
Yep. Yeah, I thought they went by counties in the tournament, so 2 of the 8 teams are from the District 6.
Yep.
Is that any surprise, guys?
Very well could see them in the finals if we make it up.
Is that really though? Is that a surprise that that 2 of our District 6 teams is in the state tournament?
I don't want to have to go to Murfreesboro to play Clay County though. I'll just go ahead and say I hope we draw somewhere else around and we could come back to.
They did say 2 teams out of the same district is going to be on both ends of the bracket.
Good. Okay.
So I do know that for a fact.
Me and Rick's been saying this right there that we think the road to the championship, state championship, possibly could go through this district.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to, especially with the with both teams winning. They're scrappy.
They are very scrappy. I was talking to my coach friend back here a few minutes ago. He said they lost 2 college players. One was 6'7", one was 6'8" from last year. So they're in a rebuilding year, but that sure does not look like a rebuilding team.
No, they don't.
They've got some electric players, and the kids really work hard there.
Bombing them threes, that's what kept them in the game.
They got some boys can hit outside.
And I tell you what, our nemesis all year long, and our losses as far as the Wildcats go, was what, guys? When they got beat. Now I know White County, they beat them pretty bad down there in White County, but the other games that they lost.
Well, it's been free throws a lot of times at the end of the game. We're missing free throws tonight. We didn't miss.
The difference is that.
I think we missed 3 in the fourth quarter, but the rest of them we hit.
Yeah.
So
you guys got some individual scores over there?
Yeah.
Let's get them right quick because Adam may be up here.
I was just going to say one more thing while I was on that talking about the free throws. I was really surprised about one thing, though, that Noah Sailors didn't come in instead of Tucker for that foul shot right towards the end of the game.
He's smooth, but
Tucker's been better in the tournament, though, than Sailors. Yeah.
I know Noah during the regular season was
he nailed
as
them,
good
but
as anybody on the team.
He wasn't as good in the tournament, so I believe that was.
He might have got rattled a little there, with all the excitement.
Yeah, I believe that was I think that's what happened.
The high-intensity environment, and you're not in an open area here, so when they go to play in Murfreesboro, it's spread out. You have an open area to play in. You hear the crowd, but it's like a
they're
low.
In the distance.
Yeah, they're in the distance, so you're sitting on top of them here.
Monterey Sports.
I've listened to Volunteer Electric, Monterey Foods, Monterey Drugs, the tree guys. Man, you need a tree right now. The tornadoes that came through Putnam County, those are the guys to call. A1 Auto Service. If you don't hit these guys up for something, we're hurting here.
Yeah.
But we love our sponsors. We really do appreciate them. And I said it earlier. I think you had run off at halftime, and I'd mentioned them, and I was just like,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't have done this if it hadn't been for them. So.
And this is a great group of kids to get started with this
absolutely
production and broadcasting. So you can't thank them enough, but we sure are excited for our boys.
Yeah, it's been a good ride for the Monterey Sports Network.
The first season, the first team. I mean, it's been awesome. We've enjoyed it. Yeah, and we ain't done yet. We're fixing to go in softball and baseball too after this is over.
Listen, hey,
at least we got maybe 3 more games.
I get super excited about basketball, but I just love any kind of sport. So I'm all about watching and listening and calling and talking about it. That's a good thing about it.
Our Lady Wildcats took on the Upperman Lady Bees this afternoon, and they played their hearts out. The Upperman's tough, and the Lady Cats had them. They were behind 6-4, and had the bases loaded with 2 outs. And a little young lady went to the plate and popped it up. If had that been a single, they would have beat Upperman.
They played. The score was 2-4 against Livingston the other night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In that scrimmage game.
Yeah. They're looking good over the weekend. They went 2-1. They lost Watertown.
So I was just checking the scores on the TSSAA website. It looks like Oneida, the single A school just north of us, not too far, beat the University School tonight by 10, 78-68. So the University Schools out of the tournament. Oneida's still alive. Hampton's score against Harriman has not been reported yet, but
that'll be a close game.
If we get that one, we'll definitely call it out. Hampton was 26-10, and I think Harriman was right there with them as far as their record this year, but I don't think you count out the Monterey boys, the Wildcats.
We've done seen Oneida once.
Yeah, done beat them.
We saw them in a tournament
points.
In Pickett County, I believe, is where we watched them.
Almost 20 points. Well, Barry, let's look at some individual scores, and we're waiting on Coach West. I know you'll be up there after this game. He got excited against when the Salina game at the end of it. He just went on home, forgot about us.
Okay, I'll go ahead and break it down by quarters first.
Okay, yeah. You the man.
Okay, starting at the first quarter, Fayetteville 10, Monterey was down. It was 7. The end of the second half, Fayetteville was 17. Monterey had edged back out 19. End of the third quarter, Fayetteville 35. Monterey 27, and then at the final score, Monterey edged it out 44 to Fayetteville's 41. Okay, let's go over the individual scores for the Monterey boys here. Number 3, Caden Jones with 6 points. Number 15, Kevin Borhaus with 4 points. Number 20, Peyton West, our high scorer, with 25 points. And number 34, Silas Randolph with 8 points. And number 4, Tucker Phillips with 1. That makes the Monterey's 44.
Listen,
okay.
that's a low scoring group right there. We, with the exception of Peyton, We got to score those games better, I believe. Our boys have got to score.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I jumped right on you there.
I believe that. Well, I'm almost positive this is the lowest scoring
That's the lowest score game
we played in this year.
Here comes Coach West. He's making his way up to us right now.
Okay, I'm gonna run over Fayetteville scoring here while we're going at it, if you don't mind.
Sure, he's heading up here.
We got number 1 Braden Hackett with 13. You got number 3 Jacqueline Clark, 8. You got number 5 Quetus Nance with 13, and you got number 23 Tyler Woolers with 7, and that makes their score of 41.
Coach West, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
We barely can. You're going to have to fix your microphone there,
How
Blake.
about now? I don't know if my audio up all the
Hang
way?
on a minute. We'll fix you. How about that?
How about now?
Oh, look at there. There we go.
Get on that sound guy over there. He'll take care of it.
I know it. That's right.
First off, congratulations, man. What a win. And
Yes,
what
sir.
electric atmosphere. This is exciting.
You know what? As I just told him in there, the difference between a home Substate game and an away Substate game was the difference in a win and loss tonight. They really brought the energy tonight and thought it made it difficult for Fayetteville, especially on some of those free throws down the stretch. Kind of gets into you when the crowd's at you like that.
Yeah.
And obviously we made a few down the stretch, which we're not always prone to make, but we did tonight. So
that's when it counts, though, tonight, Coach. Either win or go home.
Did you make some big adjustments in the fourth quarter, Coach?
We changed defenses, as you probably saw. We were trying to keep us the guys out of foul trouble. I really wasn't sure how it was going to be called officiated, and that was about what we expect at this level. You get a real physical type atmosphere, and they let it really be physical. And we had to go to man. Once we went to man, and we got lost a couple of times. We kind of went back to just one lineup, and we left it there for a little bit, and kind of brought Billings back there in that situation. But and late we kind of went with a different lineup to just try to guard all those shooters. But the adjustment from zone to man was a difference in us getting back in that game and we had to make some plays too now because
exactly right. We were up here talking about you had to have some turnovers down there on the opposite end, and it happened. That was great.
It did.
I think it was like we outscored them 6-17, in that fourth quarter.
Wow, didn't realize that, but I didn't look at it like that. I was just looking at it like, all right, we're getting close again. We're getting close.
It's pretty good.
I wanted to get the lead, and when we got up 5, I think we were up 5. And they hit that and 1.
Yep.
I thought, well, dang it, we're in a great spot here, and then they hit the and 1, so we're having to kind of fight back through that. But we were able to overcome it, and obviously, we had a couple opportunities there to really seal it. But we made 1 out of 2, and obviously that put us on the 3-point spot, and they had to make a 3 as opposed to 2, so that was a big play.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought that kind of helped us a lot right there. They were real poor on the foul line tonight. They didn't do good at all.
No,
and we were pretty hot there.
Jacius Clark, number 3, he just airballed there the lot.
Yeah,
2 or 3 of the last 3 or 4 he had.
You could tell he was on him.
They hit 5 foul shots.
And there's not enough that's going to be said. But you go back to that play that we turn it over down here. That kid runs out. Silas chases him down.
Yes,
and
we were talking
make
about
sure he don't make that 2 points.
That's a hustle play and a half. That's a difference in whether we probably give up a layup as opposed to him having to shoot free throws, which great hustle play. Probably that's the kind of plays it takes sometimes in those atmospheres to get a win. And
it's a great foul to give up.
He scored 1 instead of 2.
Yeah.
He hit 1 foul shot.
So
it
was big. It was big. We were ecstatic about it, no doubt.
I was excited to see that you didn't have foul trouble tonight. There was nobody you had really fouling tonight. Who'd you have with the most fouls? That's kind of remarkable.
Kevin had 3 or 4. No, hold on. Kevin had
2.
Kevin had 3.
3?
Yeah. Silas had 3.
I know.
Billings had 2. Peyton had 1.
You went through the fourth quarter before either one of those guys got their 3rd foul. So, I mean, that's remarkable.
Most of those fouls was in the second half, too. You guys just had 2 in the first half.
Well, we played man. We played zone most of the game until we went man's really where our fouls
started. That's where the fouls started coming in.
I was worried about them taking some of our big shooters out. Tonight a couple of them didn't even get a point, and I was worried we were going to be in trouble right there without a couple of our big shooters in there. But somehow or another we turned it around anyway. Billings he had trouble with it tonight. And
before it gets away from me, is Jackson okay?
He's fine. He
took a hit pointer or something?
No, he took a hit to the head down there. When he came off, the kid hit him and knocked him down on the ground. And, of course, Candy was looking over him. But, you're in a concussion age, so you got to check those careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Got another game after this
and
one.
he might not have known his name as far as that goes. And the coach the referee was telling me that I know what you want, and I was like, I wanted a timeout before you gave him the foul, but he didn't call it, and I was like, well, fine, whatever. And then so we ended up in that situation.
I'm glad the coaches too and referees all kept the game kind of under wraps without getting out of hand. I mean, it got
a little frisky down there on one
fired there,
one play.
a little bit.
Parent out on the floor at one time. We were excited up here.
Yeah, I bet. I thought y'all going to run down there and tackle her. I didn't know what y'all were doing up here.
No.
We're fixing to.
Well, when that coach took that ball out of
Michael
referee's
Cody,
hand,
I think, said he was going to volunteer to do that.
He left
right?
about that time, so I don't know. No, he. It was a game, that's for sure.
It was something. It was a lot of fun. Well, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go down here and mingle with the common folk that are here tonight. And I tell you, I can't say it enough. I hope everybody listens to this part of it. We would not have won if it wasn't for these people in the stands tonight.
Yeah.
Like we had we battled, no doubt, but your energy was our energy.
Because they brought a big bunch of
They
crowd
brought
over here
about
and a loud crowd.
180, 200 people over there, and we had a full stands over there on the other side.
Yeah, they were loud too.
That was the difference, and it's huge. I can't say enough. And if I could talk to everybody out here that was here tonight, and I'd shake everyone their hands and tell them I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll get it on the air.
Well, Salina lived to see another day too.
Did they win?
Yeah, they
won
survived.
61-43.
Yeah, pretty good.
I figured they might.
Oneida survived.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't know about Harriman.
Yeah, we don't know about the Harriman game.
Yeah. Well, good. All right. Well, there we go.
We'll now. When will they draw?
Tomorrow afternoon. I'll be down there tomorrow afternoon to draw, and we'll know who we play.
Shoot me a text, and we'll get it on as quick as we can.
It'll actually be live on the internet if you get a chance. You want to see it. And I'll if you look up there, they'll have it live. They have the drawing live.
Where at?
I don't. TWA. I'm not sure. I'll try to find it and see where it's at. But
if you can, shoot me the link, and we'll put it on Facebook.
I will. That'd be great.
Okay.
Hey,
thanks,
you guys.
Coach.
Hey, thank you, fans.
Thank you.
Wildcat
Congratulations to the win. Well, Barry Henry,
What a game.
What do you think about this, brother?
What a game. No.
This has been one more, like you said a while ago, one more ride.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it turned out like this?
Well, at times looked like the ride was about over with, but
Sure
they always seemed to find a way to pull it out, didn't they?
And they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, I couldn't be prouder of them. They done so good.
They did. From third to fourth quarter is a whole different team.
All the kids were super emotional after the game. It don't get no better than this.
I mean, they had us down pretty good that third quarter.
They sure
had us
did.
down by 8.
Yeah. Well, they were down.
What worried me when it was down by 8, they would hold the ball, and I didn't think they were going to run the clock out just holding the ball.
Right.
We were never going to come back.
Well, if they, what was the final score? They had 41.
44-41.
So they scored 4 points in the fourth quarter is all they scored.
6 is what I had them down for.
It's 37-25 at the end of the third. And so if it's 41, they scored 4 points is all they scored.
Sure now. It's 35
to 27.
To 27.
Okay, so it was 6 points.
6 here
6 points.
and 17 for us in the fourth.
So it's a 6-point quarter any way you look at it. Then.
Well, yeah, 17 for us.
Yeah. Well, they had us.
That's the difference by 11.
They had us 18-8 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
So they overcome that. We'll get Neil back in here. Neil, give us one last word now before it'll be. I think their first game's going to be a week from Thursday, and we'll find out what the time is.
Yes, sir.
Adam said he was going to shoot us a link, and we can watch the draw live. Adam's going to go down there tomorrow and draw.
Gotcha. He's got to show up for that one.
Yep.
Which
so
maybe they'll give him a day out of school for that. I'm not sure.
I think I believe so, maybe.
Hey, I was just talking to a coach friend of mine that I've known for a little while, Fitzgerald Hopkins, and he helps coach the Fayetteville Tigers. And he said we knew we had to stop Peyton to win this game.
Yeah.
And if we kept him under 20 points, we had a real good chance of beating you. And he said he went over 20, and we knew we had a problem at that point.
Yeah.
He's just too crafty with a basketball.
Yeah.
So if we can continue to pull out hard games like that, I don't know that we'll see too many more hard games like that. Everybody else, they're going to know what you have when you go into the state tournament.
Absolutely.
It's not a hidden secret. We got number 20 that can handle the ball and shoot
right.
well.
We also got number 32. If he gets hot, he can shoot them out of the gym. And then we got Caden Downtown Jones can do the same thing.
If Caden's hot, he's as good a shooter as anybody.
We still had guys we hadn't seen all three of them hitting at one time in a game this year.
Yeah, Jackson Billings
I've got this feeling that it's going to happen in the state. I believe all three of them are going to get hot at one time.
All I can say is bring it on.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We need to see all three of them. I was just talking to him, and he was telling me that Huntington was the only school that he saw that really could have locked anybody down that he's seen so far this year.
And they're playing Harriman.
And they're already out. Hampton played Harriman. Huntington's already out of it. So we don't have to worry about them.
Okay.
That's just what we were talking about just then. But
we got to look at them Memphis schools. You got
Booker T.
Booker T, and you got that.
The Jackson School.
Yeah, it's the Memphis Academy of Health Sciences. MHS.
Well, I'm looking back here. Trying to find it. University School. They got beat by Hampton, so they've been knocked out.
There's four schools up in this area here probably still alive if Harriman wins.
Yeah.
Because Oneida's won. We have Clay County, So.
Well, gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go to the state tournament.
Well, we're heading that way, that's for sure.
MTSU.
I've got one of our fans here texted me, wanted to know about what they were ranked. Fayetteville, they was 5th on Coach T.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they were no slouches now. They were ranked over Monterey in the AP poll even.
Right. The poll differences are hard to keep up with. When you look at Max Preps and you look at Coach T, you look at the Tennessean coaches poll, those are really hard to go through and determine where you really rank in. And I think you just kind of, from my past experience, if you don't watch the TSSAA website, it's hard to keep up with it.
It looked like to me in a lot of ways it'd be kind of hard to exactly pin schools down because from week to week schools can be hot and on and off. Some of them can.
Oh, definitely so.
Well,
we had kind of an off night here. We only scored 44 points. That's not like Monterey.
No. That's the lowest point total all year.
Yeah. So
in a game, so
that can be a big difference of whether you play out and win or not. I see Coach West is still down here on the floor. I missed his last few comments.
We're recording it.
Here's another thing.
It'll be replayed tomorrow.
Here's another thing. You take us playing against Jackson County, not ranked, and it, not even the poll, and then they beat us.
Yeah.
And that's something though. It sounded bad. It might have brought us way down, but really, that's the only beat we skipped. We were right back up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, guys, give us one more big not long, but a line before we close her down. What are we looking for? We're gonna play some ball when we get down there at Murphy Center.
I think we're going to play a lot of ball when we get to Murphy Center. I think as long as we stay heavy on our defense, we get our shooting under control, let those boys score some, we're going to be hard to handle for anybody that we play.
Yep.
I think I've seen one thing that I really, really felt like that we need to really work on if we're going to get that state championship is get down on that goal and get them rebounds.
Yeah, well, we knew coming into this game that you were going to play a very athletic team that can really jump. They have their high block count for games. Their average is over 8, I think. Their steals per game is over 12 a game. I mean, they really showed off what they're capable of. We just did a good enough job to hold on to them tonight. So
yeah.
We also got their rebounds. They out rebounded
Monterey.
They out rebounded every team pretty much they played this year.
Yeah.
And they definitely out rebounded us tonight.
Yeah. Yes.
I'd rather see us rebounded up there as have to block the shot down here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a
Coach Hopkins was telling me a few minutes ago that to have to travel to play in an environment in a sectional game, just like Coach West said earlier, you don't want to have to do that.
It's always at your disadvantage, look like to me.
And he said it definitely was a disadvantage for us tonight. So
yeah. Well, I had a little bit of a scoop. I was down there in the hallway between the dressing room.
Yes.
Yeah, and they actually stopped over at White County. They left down there about 10 o'clock this morning and stopped by White County and practiced a whole practice before they got up here tonight. So they were ready.
That's what cost them the game right there.
It could have.
Exercised a little bit too much.
But that's the reason they come out hot.
These guys, they're athletes, they're thoroughbreds. They should be able to play more than one game in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at AAU season about to kick off really heavy, and these kids right here, most of them play 2 and 3 games a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. practices like that, I mean, you're probably about as good as you're going to get anyway. Now, practice ain't going to do that much for you.
Well,
at that point
they did it to get loose because, I mean, they had over 2 hour drive.
Over 2 hours, yes, sir. And
Yeah.
that's very key to what you got to do. At this point in your season, you're having to tweak things just a little bit. You're not trying to go in and really change offensive sets or defensive schemes, He worked out that zone earlier tonight and then had to switch to man-to-man. We talked about you got to go to man to keep them from just killing the clock on us, which it's in-game stuff that you look out now when you're coaching that kind of basketball. You're thinking, hey, I got to make that minor adjustment in the game to get them to go. It's not practice at this point.
That's where coaching comes in.
Oh, yeah. Coach West is excellent at it.
Yeah, he definitely done it in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Yeah, and made up the difference in that ball game.
He's a mastermind. He's smart about it.
Yeah, he let that lead get out there a little bit. I mean, he has to be pretty calm, before he even call that timeout.
Well, that's one of his strong points is he is calm. I've heard so many people talk about it.
They say that's ice water in your veins.
Oh, yeah.
Is what they say.
And that's
what the kids say.
You can see it with him, that's for sure. Well, guys, I tell you what, let's shut down for tonight, and we'll find out who we play and exactly when we play. It'll be Thursday, I think, Thursday week, because the girls starts Wednesday.
And we're going to put that online on Monterey Sports Network?
Yeah, the link to the draw, so we'll have that up.
And another thing, hey, we got to thank our special guest again for him showing up. He got out of here now, but now
Michael Cody.
Yeah, he wanted to be down there with the team.
Yeah, he's outstanding.
He's excited about watching these boys go further, and he seems like a fantastic kid. I got to watch him play in Murfreesboro. I guess that was maybe 3 years ago.
It's 2017, 2018. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got to see him down there play, and it was electric then. So I can only imagine what he's trying to do now.
Oh, it'll be that same way. Well, folks, we'll find out exactly when we're going to do. We don't know if we'll have a pregame show or not, but we'll get everybody. We'll get everybody tuned in here, and we know it's going to be about 10 days before they play. So just stay tuned to Facebook, and thanks everyone for support. We got over 400 followers. Couldn't be better. Y'all hang in there and have a good week, and we'll do some reporting and find out when we're going to be back with you again. Hang around and listen to a word from our sponsors, and we'll see you the next time in Murphy Center.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434. At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We will get to know you so that we can give you the personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, proud sponsors of Wildcat basketball. Located on Elmore Street, right next to Save-A-Lot, or just give them a call at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Call the Tree Guys today for all your tree cutting and trimming needs. They offer tree removal at the customer's request. They give senior discounts. They even have 24-hour service available. And they do jobs for insurance claims. They are fully licensed and insured with over 10 years experience. Just give the Tree Guys a call today. 931-267-6191. 931-267-6190.